I hope you guys can hear me. Anybody that jumps in here. This is my first ever live stream. Kind of doing this as like a test. And just going to make a livery. Keep it simple. Work out all the kinks. I don't have the greatest setup. I'm doing this from a $500 Asus laptop, Logitech webcam, and the microphone from my Pulse 3D headset. I do have a capture card, so that definitely helps. But we'll get it going here. So I'm making a livery for the GRSY 100. This is actually going to be for GRSY himself, this particular car. Group 4 Lamborghini Hurricane. I did 2 different themes for the previous 3 cars that I did, so I think on this one I'm gonna try to blend those themes. So we'll see how that works. I'll go ahead and start by creating or saving the file. I like to save often. There's been times where I did a whole damn livery, got almost to the end, and then lost power or internet or something and lost the whole thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. Save often. Just starting with a basic white paint. Just this color right here. I usually do that for most cars. Just something simple, basic, solid. I think what I'm gonna do, just to get my colors, is I'm gonna slap a decal on here. Let's go with this guy. Make it real big. It's not gonna stay like this. This is just so I can get my colors. Okay, so then add a layer, zoom in as far as I can. Let's get the brown first, actually. Just create like a little box. Where did it go? Why did it disappear? And just kind of put it in there. And then just try to match the color. It's that simple. You have to play with it. Usually I just try to find one that's like as close as possible. That way I don't have to play with it as much. That first one looked pretty good, but let me just see if there's something a little better. That's got kind of the right tone, a little dark. Probably gonna go that first one. So is it over here? This one? No. This one. Yeah, that's pretty good. If it isn't Diddy's, fucker. This is one thing I'm gonna have to get used to, is reading the chat. I'm gonna give you a thumbs up, but remember July 18th, it's over. Yeah, whatever, fucker. Cheers to that, bitch. By the way, if you stumble upon this stream, this is not gonna be a kid-friendly stream. I fucking swear like a sailor, I drink like a fish, and I don't give a fuck. That's a Moscow Mule, by the way, in case you were wondering. Alright, so, back to what I was doing. This is pretty damn close already, but I think I'm gonna need to edit it just a little bit. In fact, you know what? Let's do this elsewhere. Let's do it up here. The lighting is better. Yo, explain how you got the color box to show up on car like that. I've never seen that before. Color box. Oh, yeah, you know, when you add your decal, you go over to this little paint bucket thing, go to color palette, and then this was the preset color that I chose. Huh. Slip says he can't find me. I don't know what to tell Slip. I mean, I'm live. It's public. You got me? Thanks. help the man out, please. Appreciate it. Anyway, so then you go back up here to color picker, and this is where you can fine tune the color. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but see how that color is kind of close, but you can still see the square. You basically want, in order to match the color, you want to make that square disappear. So it's a little bit lighter, so I'm going to probably have to make it darker. A little too dark there. That's pretty close, but now I need to change the tone of the color, and it needs to be closer to the left there. Ooh, that's pretty close. Ooh, that's really close. Alright, now let's just drag this over a little bit here. Boom. That almost disappeared completely. Let's get a little bit brighter, a little bit more color. And this is just like how it's an eye test. How good are your eyes, really? Come on, posting your link. Post. All right. There's Slip. What's up? You found me. So now it doesn't have to be perfect match, you know. You just want to get it as close as you can without driving yourself crazy. That's pretty good right there. Okay. So then when you hit OK, it's going to save that color in your recents. Now ignore that one there. The second one, you want this one. It's always going to put your most recent on the left. That's the one that you've tweaked. All right, so hit OK there. Now that I've got my colors, I don't need that anymore. I don't need that anymore. Now I can really start. So my idea for this livery, and I don't know if it's going to work. I've never done a livery for this Lambo. I don't know any of the zones. I'm actually just looking at it for the first time. Okay, that's pretty standard. Body 2 is going to be up here. Yep, okay. Obviously side mirrors are pretty standard. Nothing fancy there. Rear wing. There's no crazy bottom lip that's attached to it or anything, so that's pretty standard. And other, that's going to be all your ground effects. Ooh, that's a weird thing right there. That looks like a polyphony digital glitch. Why is that? See that white? Come on, PD, get it together. But everything else is pretty standard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the body. My idea is to do kind of a corner in one theme, the 1985 Taco Bell logo. I'll do that theme on one corner, so it'll wrap around a little bit on the front, a little bit on the side. And then I'll do the same thing for the 1985 Taco Bell theme, which is a different color scheme. It's purple and magenta and all. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, I gotta remember to keep looking at this chat. Alright, so yeah, then I'll do another theme on this corner, and I'll kind of blend them into the middle. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm just going to wing it, give it a shot, but let's see. So I'm going to start by using that color that I picked out, and I'm going to do a fade, just straight from the corner. Again, I have no idea if this is going to work. This might be just a massive failure, and if it is, then I'll go back to plan B, which I'll tell you about later if I have to get to it. So, start with this guy. Now I want to make sure that that fade doesn't go to the part where I want to put the Taco Bell logo, because I'm going to have to go over the top of the taco word with a matching color of the base, so that I can basically white out the word taco and then put the GRSY decal on top of that, so it becomes Greasy Bell. Oh, one thing I need to do before I do any of that, even though I painted the base color white for some reason, if you put a white decal on top of a white base coat paint, it doesn't look the same. You can actually see the decal. So this is what I always do. And this is also why it kind of doesn't matter what color you paint the car, because I'm just going to cover the whole thing in a decal anyways. So I'm going to go underneath this, add a new layer below, just pick a regular square, make sure it's white, stretch it all the way out, and you can input the numbers to make it easier. Just go over here, hit your triangle button right there, you can see it in the upper right hand. So you get triangle, you just go over here, add a bunch of numbers and hit done. It's going to max it out. Otherwise bringing me food. Awesome. Sweet. Thank you. So add a bunch of numbers, hit done, boom. So now it's max size. You don't need to worry about rotating it, none of that crap. But you do want to change your projections. I go max angle, max depth, that way I can ensure every crevice is filled, the whole entire car for at least that section of decal's body is completely covered in that white. And you can test the theory too by just changing the color to something else. And you can see it's completely covered. Let's go back to white. Okay, so now back to what I was doing with this guy. Change his projections. Let's go max angle, max depth. Sorry if I'm not paying attention to the chat very much. Not used to it. I didn't do any racing this week either. So Con, do you want to add taco decal first? No, like I said, I will do the decals once I figure out where I'm going to position the patterns. I'm just laying the decal on there to get the colors that I need, and then I'll adjust those later. If that crunching is loud, I'm sorry. This is not meant to be a professional stream. Okay, so I'm going to need to go wide with this thing. I need to shorten it a bit. Let's try that, and then go wide. There we go. Okay. Can you guys hear me chewing these damn chips with buffalo dip on them? Is that like loud in the mic? Okay, so I got the first corner how I think I want it. I'm just going to duplicate it, make it a little bit stronger. See how that kind of makes the color stronger. You can choose different decals too. Like I like this first one. Where is it? On shape 2. This one right here, because it starts really dark, but then it gets lighter faster. And if I need it darker throughout, I can just double up on it. This one here in the middle, it has a lot bigger dark area. You can kind of see it there before it fades off. And sometimes it makes it obvious there that there's a kind of a line there. So I like this one because it's a more gentle fade. It just looks more blendy, if that's a word. So double up on it, makes the color a little bit stronger. You can go even a little further if you want it darker. But I think 2 of them is good enough for now. So my plan with this is to make a little bit of the front here, this corner, in that 1985 theme, and then run that 1985 logo here on the side, and then this corner over here with that 1995 purple and pink and whatever theme, and then run that logo here on this side. So basically, if you're looking at like this side of the car from this view, you'll see the 1995 Taco Bell theme, But if you're looking at this car from this side and this view, you'll see the old 1985 theme. Best of both worlds. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and slap a logo on here. Now you'll see, I don't know if you can see that blinking right there. The reason why you don't want to have that fade extending to where you're going to put your logos, because it'll be obvious when you white out the taco part, and I'll show you right now what I'm talking about. So Taco Bell, here's the logo, and I'm just going to kind of like try to match it up with, I like to match it up with the major seams, like so this seam here where the bottom of the door is, I kind of like to match it up with that, just so that when you zoom out and look at it, it kind of follows the lines of the car, the natural lines of the car. So make it about that size. And then what we're going to do is come in here, add a layer on top, pick just a regular box, and let's make it white. And we're basically just whiting out the taco word. I don't like to make it like way bigger than it needs to be, just big enough. So you basically disappeared that word. You can do it in different colors to make sure you don't see decal lines. I always try to change colors in the preview. I guess I should have shown you that. I'm like hauling ass through this. So when you go to preview, right here on the left, you can hit the triangle button and you can bring up different types of views. Whenever you're worried about, is my decal line going to show up when I don't want it to, just change to all the different types of views. Cloudy, sunny, clear, white, black, and you definitely cannot see that box that I covered up the word taco with, so we're good. I like to work in white just because it's easier to see everything, but most of the time I'll take my screenshots in black because it just looks better, or sometimes outdoor clear because it's more natural. But I do everything in white in terms of the work. So now I'm just going to go here and I need to add the word GRSY, or the acronym GRSY. So I'm going to go to my favorites, which I already have it saved here in my GRSY section. I have a whole bunch of decals that I've saved just for GRSY. So I'm going to take this one here, I'm going to match it to the color, and then I'm going to try to line it up as best I can. But before I line it up, there's one thing I want to do. You see how this decal is like italicized? I don't like that because it's too obvious that it's different. So what I want to do is make it straight. So what I do here is I just kind of line up these letters as best I can. And you want to take your L1 button and hold it. And then you can use your left joystick and skew it. So I'm just going to skew it to the left a little bit. Drag it over here and see how straight it looks compared to these. It looks pretty straight. Now the other thing is that you see how wide the GRSY is? It's way too wide. The letters on the word bell are much thinner. So again, I'm going to hold my L1 button, and I'm going to use my right joystick this time. And this is going to shrink or expand, and also make it taller and shorter. So I'm going to shrink it down in terms of left and right to where it's about, you know, the same width as bell, the word bell. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the vertical height. See, so like right now, it's way shorter. So I'm going to hold my L1, go up on the right analog stick, and it's just about, it ain't got to be perfect, it's just about the right height there. And now all I got to do is come over here and line it up. So, get about right there, and then zoom out. I always like to zoom out, especially with words. Because like when you're zoomed in, it's hard to tell sometimes when a word is crooked. But if you zoom out, it'll be obvious. That looks pretty good. It ain't gotta be 100% perfect, but that's pretty damn close, I think. Yeah. So that's just the basic start to the whole thing. It gets way in depth. I'm just trying to get my canvas ready. And by that I mean, if I get these corners done with these fades, then I know what blank areas I have to work with. So now let's go over here and let's work on this corner. Let me reach out. keep forgetting to look at chat. Sorry. Wish I had the patience to do this. Me too, Slip. I would need to have people in a party chilling. It does take a lot of patience, but this is like my therapy. When I get off work, come home, the wife pours me a giant team not sponsored Moscow Mule, and it makes me a bunch of food, buffalo chicken dip in Tostitos scoops, pre-made, bite-sized. Don't have to get messy with it. My daughter and her boyfriend actually made this dip yesterday. They did an incredible job. I like how you're doing it. No Diddy. You know, today on stream was first time I've ever eating on stream. Wait, you ate on stream today? I missed it. She got a sister? She does have a sister. My wife does have a sister. But they're nothing alike. They are two totally different people. They kind of look the same. I mean, they're sisters, but two totally different types. I feel like I'd have 5 to 10 viewers alone off webcam. Oh yeah, dude. You gotta get a webcam. I've been telling you that since day one, man. Slip, turn your volume down. Oh, because it... Damn. That's funny. Just crunching on a protein bar. Millie Rock, my daughter. Speak of the devil. My daughter watching me stream. I have to get a PC for... Dude, you don't need a crazy PC. Like I said, this little laptop, it's tiny. It's like a 13-inch screen. I don't even know if it's that big, honestly. It doesn't even have a number pad on the right. That's how small the thing is, because the keyboard is just... You just have the keys. You gotta use like the numbers on the top of the thing. And it was $500 from Best Buy on sale, $100 off. It has an Intel Evo processor, 8 gigs of RAM. I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's got like 2 C-type USB ports and 1 regular one, and an HDMI port. There's a flame. Don't yell at me in front of everyone. I'm sensitive. Yeah, Millie. Let me give you the YouTube chat etiquette. All right. In fact, I need to make. While I'm thinking about it, how do I make AKG and Slip a mod? I guess I can use my phone. Do I have to be in YouTube Studios, or can I do it from... I click here. Add as a moderator. There we go. Ooh, managing moderator. Should I make Slip a managing moderator? I don't know. Maybe I should wait until after the Redline rivalry before I make Slip a managing moderator. He might like sabotage me or something. We'll go ahead and let's make a managing moderator. I might regret that decision. All right, let's see. That's sweet of you, Millie. I honestly don't know. My PC will work the next time I try to go live. Tap on a name on your phone. Yep. What you eating? Millie, I'm eating the dip that you and your boyfriend made yesterday. It's fantastic. Don't tell mommy, but I think it might be better than hers. This buffalo dip. It's got more buffalo-y flavor. Mom's is usually a little more cheesy and less buffalo. I like the strong buffalo flavor. Okay, it's showing you guys in blue now. That's good. So it worked. Hey, since we're paused on the livery, let me ask you, and since this is kind of a test, how is my volume? I know you can't really hear anything in game because like the livery maker, the audio is like so muted. There's not much going on there, but how's like my voice volume? Is my voice volume too loud? Millie was emotional support. Wait, this is your first time being a mod? AKG? That's crazy. Hey, how do I can I, in Streamlabs, can I grab this skinny little chat window here and just blow it up? I don't need to see myself here on the screen. If I could, can I just move it over maybe? Let's see if I can do that. Oh yeah, there we go. Yes, much better. Yeah, because it's like, it was so skinny that like people would type 3 words and would put it on multiple lines. I just need straight lines. Makes it easier to read. Wait, did it cut? Oh no. I think I cut my picture, didn't I? I think I screwed up the picture. Let's go back. Let's do this. Oh no. Shit, how do I undo? Does Control Z work? There we go. Okay, let me catch up on the chat here. Good. Guys. Well, not too bad. Wow, that was a long time ago. Your messages are running off Walmart notifications. Take care. Give it to an icon. DC Nelly. Oh, I just saw it. She said bye-bye. How do you guys keep up with this shit? Like, how does... Fuck, dude, I would hate to be Rory, man. He's got like fucking 3,000 people in his damn streams, all on his dick, trying to frickin' drop donos so he'll see their chats. I don't ever want to be that big. Fuck that shit. I can barely keep up with the 2 people, 3 people that are in here. Somehow my shit got put to bringing of stream. Oh, beginning of stream. We got to work on your typing skills, AKG. We got to teach you how to type. I bet you have to look at the keys. You do this shit, don't you? Where's the D? Where's the A? Where's the I? Where's the D, D, Y? See. Yeah, Con, before me streaming, I lurked key in some Rory. Oh, before lurked? Alt F4. Fuck you. I got put to start a stream. I thought your messages came through late. Oh, that's why you're calling them Walmart messages or something. Is that what you're talking about? Amateur. Amateur hour. Look at this, my first live stream and I'm already better than you. I got the fucking orange trim around my camera frame. I got the professional headset where you can actually hear what I'm saying without it getting cut out every 5 seconds. Amateur hour over there in the AKG stream. Oh, dude. So like if I'm gonna stream, this is gonna be like a permanent thing and I'm actually gonna fucking do this for real. I'm gonna have to get a monitor like over here right next to the fucking right next to where I'm watching the game, because right now this laptop is so far to the side. If I'm driving, ain't no way in hell I'm gonna see unless I purposely turn my head away, which that's an instant crash every time. That will be an instant crash. Hard as fuck to read. Wait. I have your head. You have this headset? You have the Sony Pulse 3D? Is this what you use? This is what causes your microphone issues? What? Why is the livery still more work, less talking? All right, she's right. I need to get to work here. Y'all chatting it up so much. All right, so I'm in preview. Right here. So let's go over here. Oh, I need the color. How do you get the color? Slap a logo on it. Zoom in. So this other part I'm gonna do in the 1995 Taco Bell. Which one was it that I used? Was it that one? I think it was that one. Or no, it was some Italian guy that did it, I thought. It was like the cleanest looking one. Yeah, I think it was this one. Wait, was it? No, maybe it was that one. No, that's right. Yeah, the Italian guy, because he's got this one too. Alright, so let's put that on there, make it big. And I could go ahead and knock out the pink color too while I'm at it. Let's make it real big. That's what she said, no diddy. Zoom in, put a square on this biatch. Find a somewhat matching color. Close. That's not the right shade. It's kind of a stormy looking blue. That's a closer shade, way too dark. Let's see what we got over here. Ooh, that's close. That's really close. We're gonna go that. There's not gonna be anything closer than that. So you can see the outline of the box. You don't want to see that. It's a little too dark, so we need to brighten it up. Ooh, that's close. Getting there. It's got a little bit too much color on it. You can see that that's getting there, but I think I need to change the hue. It's a little too purple. We need to go closer to the blue side. A little too far. Okay, I think that's the right hue. Now I gotta fix the... Fix this down here now. I think it's a little less color, so this direction. A little bit darker, maybe. No, lighter. Why is this being so tricky? It's almost like the video quality looks different than normal because it's running from the PS5 to the capture card and then to the TV, and it's like not as high fidelity, it seems. Okay, that's better. It's too much purple. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. It's a little bit too much purple. Let's go a little bit left with the hue. Okay. Yeah, now let's go down a little bit. So you can see why liveries take me so long. I'm kind of a perfectionist. Okay. That's pretty close. It looks really weird doing this through a stream with the capture card. It doesn't look as good. I'm getting these weird artifacts every time I switch hues and switch colors and stuff. Okay. Close enough. It ain't gotta be perfect. Alright, so now that I got that, let's delete those. Let's come back over here. Look at chat. Okay. Holy crap, I got a lot to catch up on. Let me eat while I'm doing that. Always got to keep him on track. He's doing good for the first live. Same slip. That's why I called him out for his notifications. I was so confused. He's doing okay. Is there like a lag? Like how far behind am I? When I did the test, it seemed like the broadcast was like 7 seconds ish delayed from what was actually going on. His first stream and he's in a wife beater. Yes, like I said several times, and I'll say it again. If you want to look at somebody professional, go watch Rory. I am not professional. I'm sloppy. I'm ugly. I'm drunk half the time. So, it's just that type of shit. Yo, I think you need eye doc appointment. I'm telling you, no, it probably looks fine for you guys because you're getting the feed straight from the PS5, from the capture card. But I feel like something's going on where from the PS5 to the capture card and then to the TV, it doesn't look as good as when I have HDMI straight from the PS5 to the TV. That looks way better. But when I go through the capture card, it's like it's dimmer. It's harder to see the colors. I get these weird artifacts. I don't know. Anyways, made it. Oh, Portal. Yes, dude. Portal corner. You were supposed to message me on Discord, DM me. Think of the topic. You're supposed to DM me on Discord and tell me what car you want, what colors you want, any kind of theme, any kind of special request, whatever. Or if you just artist choice if you want me to just go ham on it. But let me know on Discord. My Discord is the same as everything else. Contras, gamertag Contras, Discord Contras, YouTube handle Contras. That's not going to look as good on your TV monitor. Yeah. Okay, reading this. Good old con. Yeah. July 18th. I am a little. I'm not gonna lie, dude. You're probably gonna fucking smoke me July 18th. I'll just go ahead and say it. It is what it is, man. You're an A plus. I'm a solid like middle of the pack B. But I am using a refurbished G29. Who knows what the previous owner or owners put this thing through? Half the buttons don't fucking. But it gets the job done. And here's the better thing, AK. If I fucking beat you in the GRSY 100 using the same car, and I do it on a fucking G20, a refurbed G29, it didn't even come wrapped or anything. It just came in a cardboard box. I got it off of Woot. Most people have probably never even heard of Woot. Woot is it's like a subsidiary of Amazon or something. It's where they put all their trash shit you can get for real cheap. If I beat you on a Woot wheel, bro, we're gonna have to talk if I beat you on this wheel. So no pressure on me. If I lose, it's a middle B losing to an A plus with a direct drive wheel. But if you lose to me, that's an A plus with a direct drive wheel losing to a middle B with a Woot wheel. Just throwing that out there. No pressure. Definitely not here for my good looks. Such a hater. You don't like the beard, man? This beard is beautiful. The flowing locks. Look, I got the flowing locks back here. Like your daughter to RigCon, I don't want your family to see you cry. Okay. YouTube, I think. Yeah. I'm definitely, wife beater is missing some Dorito cheese. I can dump some of these buffalo chicken dip and chips on it. Now Portal's here. You're at a loss for words, choking much. Surprised he's here. I am surprised. Honestly, I didn't expect to get any viewers, except for you two clowns, because I like messaged you and told you I was going live. I figured the wife would jump on too.
I forgot to go to the liquor store, so here's some more cola.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Wife bringing me food and drink. It's awesome. Love her. I know, bro. Daddy and husband duties kick. Yeah. Yep. I don't think the two of us combined could beat a. Yeah, no. Slip. I don't think you give yourself enough credit, dude. The other day when you set that lap time, I think it was on Deep Forest. No, was it? Yeah, I think it was Deep Forest. It took me a friggin' hot minute to beat your lap time. I was starting to get worried about this red line rivalry. I did beat it, but it took me a while. I was a little concerned. No Diddy, yeah. Yeah, when you say combined, we're not gonna like dock. Okay, we're not docking to beat him. It's no Diddy. Sorry, I'll break him. No Diddy Con here. Should be worried. Slip got you, bro. I am, dude. I am worried. I'm out of practice. I haven't fucking done competitive racing in like I don't even remember the last time since before I went on the cruise, like June 2nd or something. It's been a while. Been a hot minute. All right, let's get back to this. Got to get some work done here. It's gonna take forever, man. I can't be streaming every livery making process. I won't ever get anything done. All right, pick that color I just found. Remember, it's not this one. Got to pick that far left, the most recent. I wish you could just delete previous colors, but so this one, I'm gonna need to go. First, let's change projections here. And remember, you don't want this right side of the fade encroaching on where you're going to put that logo, because then it'll be impossible to white out the taco. But it's got to be wide enough to where you can't see the line of the fade. So in order to do that, I'm going to make it a little bit shallower, if that's a word, and cut across there. Okay. And now you may be asking, how am I going to deal with this? Because that's clearly an obvious difference there. Well, there's two ways you can deal with this. The easy way is to get like a carbon fiber pattern and just slap it on there and be like, oh, it's a carbon fiber hood. That's why the fade doesn't blend into it, you know. And I do that sometimes out of laziness or just because I like the carbon fiber look. But the other way to deal with it is to grab the decal here, match the size, the projections, all that stuff, and then go to body 2, slap it on there, line everything up, and you can zoom in so far that if you zoom in really far to these fades, you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see those lines. Those lines are where the color brightness changes. You can actually use those lines to line up the other decal that you slap on body 2, and I'll show you that after this. Let me go back over here and make sure I got this right. Okay, it looks like it's covered everything. You can see it blinking here, right there. And that is not going to encroach anywhere near. In fact, I can even go a little further. Tilt it this way a little bit. All right, and I'm going to double up on that to make it darker. That one's got more color on it. I think I'm going to make this bigger. I've got space to do it, so. In fact, I can even match the width. So that is 103. Let's go back over here and just make this one 103. Okay, now I can move it forward. But, yeah, that's plenty good. Alright, now let's duplicate. Looks good. Now let's go over here to this door panel. And we're going to search for Taco Bell. And I'm going to slap the Italian one on here. That definitely came up on screen, didn't it? Oh shit, I gotta catch up to this. True, you did. Either way, like I've told you guys before, it's fun. Yep. When you talk about this, I have a suggestion. Yeah, dude, you said you were gonna put that in the PSN chat. Colin put a hit out on me and Greece. Yes, he did, dude. He torpedoed the fuck out of you. After Colin stream. Our messages will pop. You son of a bitch. Yeah, you can put all kinds of Diddy shit up in there for now. If it gets out of control, I'll turn it off. What's up, Ultimate? Welcome to the first Contras live stream. The most unprofessional, sloppy shit you'll ever see. It's not important. If you're busy, I'm free. Messing me slip. Okay. Today I was creating a livery. It was all right. Are you a master livery maker, Ultimate? Are you a Filmus GT or a Rusty shotgun, or an LG, or a jackhammer, or not? God, there's a lot of good livery makers out there. Ultimate, call me. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Ultimate was the one calling you YT. That's funny. Who's this handsome fella? Hey, shit, speak of the legend. Golly. Filling this up in here. Look at you, you're funny, dude. It's the mother trucking conscious. It is. We can curse in here, Philness. I have not marked this for kids. This is for people like me that swear like a sailor. Loyaltiness, yeah. Phil, dude. I equipped that livery you made for me on the NSX. It's fucking baller, man. I made a livery for the NSX a while ago. It was a Tudor livery. You can check it out if you want. I don't know why I was making watch liveries at the time. I did a Rolex for the Audi Group 2. But yeah, I swapped over to yours because it's better. It's a self-principle. Oh, my Lanta. Yeah, the NSX. You nailed it, brother. The orange and blue, man. Do it for the Gators. Con, from now on, all my liveries, I want a USA flag on it. Oh, that's not a problem. That's easy, dude. There's tons of fucking USA flag decals. That's a quick 2-second process. On the hood. Where on the hood? Like the body 2 section? Somewhere on there on the front. What do you design? So, Phil, I had to do 4 liveries for 4 different cars for this GRSY 100, and my assignment was take Taco Bell and make it greasy. So I made it Greasy Bell. I did the Group 1 and the Group 2 cars in the 1985. In fact, here I'll show you. And this one right, where is it? This one right here. This is the 1985 logo. So I did the Group 1 and the Group 2 in those colors in that theme. But then for the Group 3 Mazda RX Vision, I was like, man, I really like the purple and the magenta in the 1995 Taco Bell logo. So this guy right here. So I did the Mazda RX Vision in these colors in this theme. And on top of that, I used all of this stuff right here. this 90s design 1 through 6 as my pattern, and then just stretched them all over the car. I think it turned out pretty good. But so for the last car, this is actually the car that GRSY Sam Squanch himself will be driving in the GRSY 100. I figured, damn man, I want to take the 1985 theme and the 1995 theme and do like a split between them, merging in the middle. And I wanted to do it diagonally. It's my wife said it's not going to work. She might be right, but I'm trying it anyways. Maybe one of the things where you get halfway through it and you're like, fuck it, full reset. But here we are. So, like I said, I like to match text and really any decal to the lines of the car so that it kind of like looks like it flows with the lines of the car. So, and then I'm gonna go over here and just kind of make sure that it's about the same size, about the same position. So like here you can see I've got, I don't know, what is that, like 6 inches from the line on the door. So let's go over here. Yeah, it's about the same. And I've got the bottom of the T there lined up with that crease. You can kind of see that crease in the door right there. So let's see what we've got over here. So this one's a little bit higher up. And it's got about an inch gap below that crease. So I just got to make this slightly smaller. Close enough. Ain't got to be perfect. The bell's a little bit bigger on this logo too, but different logo, so whatever. Alright, so now, like I did with the other one, I'm going to white this out. Let's go over here, grab a square, take white. Just kind of stretch this bad boy. Cover the word taco. And then we're going to go grab our GRSY decal. Where's it at? Somewhere down here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Make this easy so I can match the size. It might not work though because it's a different logo, but we're going to try. So I'm going to go over here, duplicate the opposite. Yeah, so it's not going to work in terms of the size. Plus it's got to be above this. Pick my color. Now I got to match the size. Way too tall. Alright, let's just bring it in here. Not a perfect color match either, but you won't notice once the word is separated. Okay, and then it's almost the same width. That's pretty damn good. So I don't have to adjust that. Alright, now let's move this over. Make sure we're kind of in line here. And for those that don't know, when you're trying to make small adjustments, if you hold your square button, I know this is kind of this is an introductory thing, and all the skilled livery makers are going to be like, yeah, everybody knows that. But some people that are just getting started don't know these things. If you hold square when you're doing any kind of adjustments, when you move your left joystick, it won't jerk it all over the screen. Right, so we're going to place that there, zoom out. Looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Alright, now let's go, like I told you, I'm going to come over here to the hood, because I've got to match this fade. Absolutely amazing. From hood cam. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you want the American flag to be when you're on the bonnet cam. Come on, man. You gotta say it like you're freaking Rory, right? It's a bonnet cam. But I'm picking up what you're putting down. You want an American flag and probably an AKG decal so that it's visible from the bonnet cam. The problem with that is that for every car, it's going to be different. Every car, the bonnet cam shows more or less of the hood, and you really have to drive that car in bonnet cam, take a screenshot, save it to your phone, and then look at that screenshot when you're doing the livery so that you know where to place the decal that it's going to be visible in the bonnet cam. I can do it, but it's going to cost you extra. You know, Rory does that. He makes sure his EERRI quadruple S double XY, whatever the hell that logo is, that decal. And what does that even stand for anyway? I've asked him several times in his chat, but I get drowned out by all the freaking ass kissers. Um, but anyway, all you guys inspire each other. It makes Livery's next level. Yeah, that is true. I've been inspired by Phil like a shit ton. In fact, I always try to slip in a couple of little neon strips somewhere just because it's the Philness thing. And I like how Philness will take like a pattern, like a horizontal pattern that's meant to go like on the side of the car or something. He'll warp the shit out of it and put it somewhere where I never thought he was going to put that damn thing. But then he'll do the mirror to make sure it's symmetrical, and then he'll grab another one and like top of that and line. Philness's ability to line up damn pattern decals it's fucking next level. I'm trying to get to that level, but it's fucking hard. Absolutely high cut. Oh, there's Root. What's up, man? What's going on, Root? Golly. A lot of people in this stream. It's awesome, man. First stream ever. You got like people dropping in. Yeah, see, I'm not used to like redirecting my site over to the chat and reading it. Plus, it scrolls so fast. So more when you're trying to do daily. Yeah, I can't. I don't know how the fuck you guys race and read chat. I can't even do a livery and read chat. Wait, Con, you famous bitch. Oh my god, that's gotta be my sister-in-law. A Mark. That has gotta be the sister-in-law. Yeah. You want to see a titty? Nah, dude. It's not that kind of stream. It's not. YouTube might cancel me. I can't do that. Sorry, Amy. Honestly, love the fade you're doing on the greasy bell liveries. Yeah, dude, I really like the purple one. The purple one on that Mazda turned out freaking amazing. Yes, and I think it was a Lime or Nate. I think Nate, Upstate Nate, earlier today on your stream said that Mazda RX Vision livery was like the best one I've done, which is crazy. Let's see. Glad to see another white beard. Yes, the white beard. Dude, it gets whiter by the day. There's like very limited. There's a little bit of darkness right there. Right here. At least the hair on my head is still somewhat dark. Feeling this conscious is a livery legend. So you might want to get your shit. Do that for me, Con. Yeah. Depends, AK. There's an important race coming up on July 18th, and if you could just not be on your best game so that I win and it looks like I beat an A+, I might consider putting American flags on the bonnets. Lining up the AKG logo on the bonnet. I could maybe do that extra for you if you would just stub your toe, something like that. What else we got here? Wipe your chin. Stroke. Did I have food on my chin? Golly, your tattoo is looking on point. Con will make you a livery if you can guess what it is. Yes. Try and get this in the camera. If it's weird, everything's backwards. If anybody can guess what that is, then you won't get anything. I'll virtually pat you on the back. Maybe I'll give you a shout out for being a legend, for guessing what that is on my shoulder. Chat read to me. Yeah, dude, I know Philness does the same thing, but he says you can only do it in the vertical streams. I don't like the vertical streams. I don't even know how to do a vertical stream. But yeah, Philness says that he gets the chat read to him in his headset through the vertical stream, so that would be ideal, especially doing liveries. Because man, it takes so much focus doing the livery. Like I can't keep turning my head over here when I'm in the middle of doing shit. I'll never get it done. It's like a dragon. It's sort of a dragon, but what exactly is it? You're hilarious. That was when Oob. Well, oh. Okay, yeah, well, is what it is. You want to be streaming more than Root. This is the first test, and my setup is like, if you could see, there's fucking cables everywhere. I got like HDMI cables running from the PS5 over there on my little entertainment center, going to the capture card that's actually just on the floor because I don't have anywhere to put it, and then the USB from the capture card up to the hub that I have hanging off the back of the laptop, the table that I have the laptop on. Another HDMI going from the capture card up over to the TV. Not to mention the mess of cables from the rig. Oh, and my power cable connected to the USB-C here, because the laptop will die. And I'm on a $500 laptop, and my microphone is this. So, but yeah. Long story short, I'm gonna try to do this more, and the more that I do it, the more stuff I'll buy. I want to get a dedicated microphone. I could probably clamp a boom to this desk right here, and then have the microphone like swing out this way, and eventually a real PC, something that can handle streams better, and have a monitor over here somewhere. But yeah, let's see. I was teasing, obviously. Yeah, yeah. It's a fucking Komodo. No, it's not a Komodo dragon. It's fucking Steve Irwin. Sure, everyone has an ice. Yeah, yeah, you're right. It's a naga, but that's not the real word. Nobody's gonna get the word. It's a Thai mythology naga, but it's called. I guess I'll just tell you guys. You're never gonna get it. It's called a Payanak, and it's basically a Thai mythology water god. So, yeah. Anyway, back to this. So, like I said, you want to come grab your decal that you want to match. Look at your size. It says 307 and 103. And you can, look at the rotation too. Might as well type that in so I don't have to play with it. But 307, you got to remember the numbers. 307, 103, 279. 307, 103, 279. 307, wait, I already forgot it. 307, 103, 279. Alright, so then you're going to go over here. You're going to grab your fade, match the color, go to the input. It was 279, remember that. 279 on the rotation. I think it was 1. Crap. No, horizontal was 103. Oops. 103. I don't remember the other one, so I'm going to go back and look at it real quick. 307. My memory sucks. Go over here, 307. Did okay. No, I said okay. Yeah, there we go. Now, this is where you got to line it up. So the rotation's good, size is good. Oh, sorry. Got to do my projections, even though it doesn't matter much on the hood, the bonnet, because it's not wrapping around the sides of the car. Just like to match it, so where it fills in all the gaps. Okay, so obviously that's too high. Bring it down here. And you also got to try to line it up with how far left and right. Looks like my rotation's not matching. See, now you can kind of see these lines here, and the lines are clearly not matching. So I'm going to rotate it this way until the lines match. Once I get the lines to match, then in terms of like the direction that they're flowing, then I can start adjusting how far up or down it needs to be. See, now here, it doesn't really matter because it's on the hood, so you're not going to see that anyways, but There's a dark band right there. Kind of see that dark band. I want to try to line this up to where those dark bands match. Which is about right there. So I like to get off of it so it's not blinking anymore because it makes it hard to see if it's right. It's not going to be 100% perfect, but I need to pull it down a little bit. I think it's too high up. It's pretty close though. And I think I need to rotate left slightly, so let me do that real quick. Let's put it down slightly. Rotate left a little bit. That's pretty fucking close, I think. Yep, I'm happy with that. Alright, check other color backgrounds just to make sure. So there, we've got a good, consistent fade. Yeah, you can really see the lines there. That's a pretty good match. Alright, back to work. Alright, so we've got our fades. We've got our main logos. What I would like to do is come up with some kind of patterns because we've got a lot of blank canvas here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the 1995 logo. Just check this. Okay, didn't miss anything. So I'm going to go to the 1995 logo and I'm going to start working on that up here on the top on this side. So let's do the body, let's do the roof. Oh, that's not Rear Window. That's weird. Okay, so I guess Lambo doesn't have a. Does it have a window? Yeah, it does. Oh, it's just the side windows. That's it. Okay, that makes it easier. Awesome. So normally, like this part of the car would be part of the window section, and the pain in the ass about that is that if you're doing a, let's say, if you're doing a long decal like on the roof. Let's just do, let's say, pattern. Like, let's say we were doing this, just random. Normally, you would have to put it on the roof, but then this part would all be cut off because this part of the car is normally part of the windows section of the decal. So you would have to look at your measurements, which in this case would be 220, 220. And then you'd have to go to the windows section and you'd have to find the same decal and you'd have to put it on there and you have to line it up so where it looks like all one piece like that. But for this car, we don't have to do that. Sweet. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go grab that 1990s Taco Bell shit. This pattern here. And it's in 6 different sections, which makes it a pain in the ass. But this gives me an opportunity for anybody that's still watching to show you a little technique on how to do these. So you always want to start with the base. Sometimes they'll actually have like a base silhouette that shows the entire thing as one color so that you can see at least the whole shape of it, and that makes it easier for placement. And then you just delete the base after you add all the other layers. But in this case, they don't have a base, so I have to guess because this part is a different size than this part, and this part, and this part, and this part. And they all layer on top of each other. So I'm going to grab the first one here, and I'm going to guess how big it needs to be. And I'm just going to kind of randomly throw it on here, and I'm going to stretch it out. That's actually, let's go longer so that I don't have to worry about fading that part of it. Let's go right up to the edge there. shorter. Okay, so it looks continuous. Now, this is the trick. All the layers have to stack exactly on top of each other in the exact same spot at the exact same size. Otherwise, when it's done, when you're done stacking the layers, they won't look like one perfect image, which is the goal here. You want this to look like one. Right now, it just looks like pieces. You want this to look like one perfect image. So, and also another thing I like to do, anytime a decal goes over an opening or an edge or something like that, I always like to change the angle of the projection so that it wraps around that edge so it doesn't look like it's cut off. If like sometimes it's not doing it right here, but sometimes when you have a decal that goes over an opening, if you don't change your angle, like here, let me see if I reduce it, maybe you can see. No, it's not really doing it there. But sometimes it'll look like it's cut off and it doesn't go all the way around the bend or whatever, the curve. So I always like to max this out. Don't need to mess with the depth. Alright, so what I'm going to do, there are 6 of these images, and they're all different, but they all have to be equally stacked on top of each other. So you take your first one, and you just duplicate it till you have 6 total, right? So that would be the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Then you're going to go in here, and you're going to start from the bottom up, because all these layers are on top of each other. You're going to start from the bottom up, and you're going to go up here, and you're going to click triangle, replace. You're going to go to where those decals were. You're going to find the second one. So this is the first, this is the second. And you're just going to simply change that decal. It's already got the proper size and all the settings the same because you duplicated it off the original. And you're just going to change that decal to the second part. Boom. Then you're going to go up here to the third. Content search, top of bell. Scroll down, there's the third one, change it. Go up here to the fourth one. Replace decal. And what did I say, fourth? Yeah, fourth one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to the fifth one. And this is the fifth. And the last one. And that's going to be the sixth. And now, you have a complete pattern. And now, see, that's off the edge because, see, now this is why when you do these layered ones, it's nice to have a base instead of starting with the first part, the first layer. It's nice to have a base that covers the entire footprint of the pattern so that you can see immediately where it needs to be placed, because now I got to redo it. Thankfully, it's only 6 images or 6 decals. If it was like 20, I would be yanking my hair out because deleting all 20 of them and starting over is a pain in the ass. Or I might be able to get away with just changing the depth of that one that's hanging over. I just gotta figure out which one it is. So whichever one is blinking. There it is right there. So if I just go in here and go to my projections. Oh, but it gets rid of part of it up here in order to get that to go away. And I don't want that. No, I don't like that. Alright, so that ain't gonna work. Catch up on chat. Need to, they say make sure we hit that that font. What is font? FOT? 4. Oh, that like 4. Okay. One genuine good guy. Oh, no Diddy. That's kind words from. The wheel is ordered. Oh, now July 28th instead. Oh shit, really? Dude, I saw on Fanatec's website they had those pedals that everybody was after, and they were on back order. And somebody like posted it in Discord somewhere. I think it was on RC Sims Discord or somewhere. It was on Philness's, and it was like, dude, order this shit. It's available. I'm a natural streamer? Nah. Really? Are you just being nice and blowing smoke up my ass? Constant talking is what mine is perfect. Yeah, that's the problem with me. I think I annoy my NASCAR buddies that I race tri-oval with the Ford Racer because I fucking talk too much. Maybe that's a good thing for streaming. Philness, this is my team not sponsored Moscow Mule. In fact, that just gave me an idea, Philness, for your merch store. I don't know if it's possible, but could you get Tervis tumblers? Could you get a 24 ounce, like this one, team not, it's weird how the camera, everything's backwards. If you could get a team not sponsored 24 ounce Tervis tumbler for your merch store, I might be onto something. If the man will talk your ear off, you have to say shut the fuck up. Got your mug on my big screen. Say cheese. Cheese. No, I'm being 100% serious, and so is Phil. Tumblers, yup. Write it down. Take notes. TNS tumblers. Dude, and you could even do, I don't even know it's possible, but you know how like in these they put the Tervis tumblers, they put like a patch in there. It's like a patch that you would sew onto your clothes. If you could get a TNS patch in the tumbler, dude, money. I'd have to buy like 3 of them because I go through these things so fast. My wife can't keep up with like filling them. Like before I finish this one, she'll have another one up here, and so we have to rotate the tumblers. Phil also has TNS under for sale, like undies. Alright, so let me fix this damn thing that I just need to make it a little smaller. And I really kind of don't like how it's spilling over the edge of the roof there, so I'm just gonna, instead of trying to move it all, which will never work. So, sorry. What was the size? It was 111 by 257. So it was too long horizontally. So I'll do like, I don't know, 250 just to be safe. In fact, here, let me go to the one that's a problem. It's this one. And let's just shrink it down until it's good. Oh, it's really not even that. Dude, it's so close. 252? Really? It was that close? I might even just leave it. Does it even make a difference? Not really. I can just probably leave it. It's a random pattern, so it's not really noticeable. I don't think it's gonna matter. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it instead of redoing it. If it was like a picture, like that Yokiro Taco Bell dog, you would definitely see it. It'd be obvious. So we don't wanna do something like that. But this is fine. Okay. Now I got to get the same type of pattern that I used for the 1985 one on this side. Now, the problem with that is that I created that pattern from scratch. That's gonna be fun, but we'll do it. So let me save. It's been a while since I've saved. I like to do this every time I do something that's a major pain in the ass. It takes a while. I'll just save it because you don't want to break your heart and lose it. All right, so let's slap on this logo. This guy, make it big. I need the red. I need the orange. I need the yellow and the green. So let's start with this guy. And let's get this red color. I think when I did this last time, it was like already a predefined color that was almost a perfect match, and I just used it. That one's close, but you can still see the difference. It is really close though. I think it was in here. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh wait, is it that one? I think it's this one. They're both so close. Get it from a different angle. It's this one. Yep. That's like dead on match. I mean, you can't really see the square. Close enough. Close enough for government work. All right, so we got that color. Delete. And now I need the. Should I do the orange next? Let's do the orange. And let's make this a little longer so it's easier to see. I like to look at it kind of at an angle where the light hits it a little different than it would when it's just flat. Makes it easier to match the color. So it's not that, that's kind of close, but not orange enough. That's too orange. Over here. That's closer to the yellow one than it is the orange. We're getting there. What's this? Nope. Oh, let's see what we got here. Ooh. Dude, that's a dead on match. I don't even need to do anything. Oh yeah, sweet. So that's that. Oops. Okay, it's up there. Yep. Alright, got that. Let's get the yellow. Make sure I'm not missing too much here on the. Whoa, shit. Missed a lot. Okay, it will be even easier now for her to know when you need to. Yes, exactly. Yes, honey. By the way, I call my wife Honey. We don't use our first names. It's Honey and Honey. When I'm streaming, honey, you shall, not should, you shall have one device, at least one device, streaming. Because you got to get the viewers, you got to get the watch hours, you got to get the likes, you know, all that stuff. So, you and Millie. I mean, Millie's on her phone 24/7 anyways, so she's got no excuse. All right, let me catch up. I asked her why she doesn't get me. If I was told I have 2 feet, slip. That's awesome. Sorry for the late response driving in real life. Oh shit. Well, damn, you're driving in real life. Don't get in an accident because you're watching my first stream ever. Because then you won't be able to watch my second stream, and my third stream, my fourth stream, fifth stream, and so on. That's not right, bro. She has 2 feet off. Good point. Good point, AK. She's got 2 feet, 2 hands. Well, I assume she does. I don't know. Some people's wives may not. Slipstream definitely sounds like married life, yeah. Well, I'm married. I mean, just saying. Alex's response was. It's funny. My legs are longer, so I can get there faster. Yeah, longer strides. She's getting kind of old and cranky. Time for. Damn. To be fair, where he streams upstairs, so it's not as easy for him. That's true. I'd have to like climb out of the rig on this side because all my shit's over here on this side. So I'd have to climb out of the rig and then I have to walk in front of the rig and step over the rig and all the cables. That's how I get in and out of my rig. I have to step over the front, walk around to the side, squeeze in between this desk here. Yeah. And then walk all the way down the stairs. No man wants to sleep on the couch, so that's, yep. Sometimes I like to sleep on the couch when I'm really drunk. Especially in the middle of a race. Yep. Yeah, in the middle of a race, nobody gets up. You can't. New year model cars are running a little cheaper. Portal, I could fall asleep on the side. Yeah, I've done that. I fell asleep on my garage floor on the concrete one time. I didn't drive home, the wife did. I got out of the car, just couldn't get any further. I was like, concrete feels good. All the device in the house is on your stream. Yes, There you go. There you go, honey. Let's get the TVs on the stream. Let's get the phones, the tablets. We only got one computer, and I'm on it right now. I can't put it on the stream. It'll crash the. It'll crash the RAM. Sounds like you would hurt yourself trying to rush. Yes, yes, I absolutely would. There would be broken bones, twisted ankles, all kinds of shit, stubbed toes. That might help you for July 18th because you're gonna need all the help you can get. Just throwing that in there. Yep. If you have arms, you got a pillow. We do have a human dog. Dude, the human dog bed, once you lay in that thing, you can't get out. You cannot get out of that human dog bed. It's literally a dog bed, but it's the size of a fucking adult male. And it even has a remote control or a phone holder side pocket. Like, it's, yeah. Back to work. Pics? Yeah. Dude, I can take a picture. Shit, Rati could take a picture. Well, she doesn't have, she's not on the PSN chat. I'll take a picture of it. I'll put it in the PSN chat. Alright, so let's match this yellow. I think I already know of a yellow that's close. Is this one close? No, it's not as close as I thought it would be. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, damn, that's way brighter than I thought it would be. Ooh, wait, ooh. That's almost a match. Let's tweak that one. Needs to be a little bit lighter. Yeah. Where the hell is it at? Oh, it's all the way in the corner already. Okay. So let me just, yep, there we go. Ah, that didn't take much at all. Perfect. Not perfect. Close. Go like, that's too light. That's pretty good right there. Close enough for government work. Alright. That color. Now I need the green. And I hope I'm not losing all my other colors because this is a lot. It's a big color set. The audio delay is really throwing me off. I've got to get a dedicated separate mic so that I can plug my headset dongle back into the PS5 so there's no audio delay because it's weird. I'm like clicking buttons. Normally you'd hear like the blum, 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 blum. It's coming in like, I don't, like half a sec, maybe more, like a full second or second and a half late. I did a little race earlier, just a single player mode, and shifting gears. Oh my god, dude! I'd go to shift gears, and like the sound of the gear shift would come in a second and a half late. And I was like, I can't drive like this. It was throwing me off so bad. All right, so I still got my blue, bluish purple, whatever. I still got my brown. I never did the chartreuse pink one, but that's fine. I got plenty of spaces. These are all garbage ones here, and the white is standard white. So I've got 4 more spaces there. So I can easily do my green. Oh, and this yellow is trash here. This is the good yellow. So I need to remember that. In fact, let me do this. Let me bring all these colors to the front so that I know all the ones on the right are trash. Oops, let me do that. And bring the red one. And bring the orange one. So you see what I'm doing here. All I'm doing is changing the color, and it brings those colors to the left side so that it puts all the trash colors that I don't want on the right, so I know which is which. Alright, now I need the left yellow one. Alright. So, and sometimes it'll automatically make a duplicate, but it doesn't matter. So this is the right yellow, orange, red, brown, blue. All these are trash. Okay. Now I need to find a green. So let's see. That one's the right hue, but it's too bright. Those are all too dark. This is going to be too bright. Not really the right hue. I don't like that. I think the closest one. Where was it? Was it one of these? I'm gonna have to get really custom with this one. These aren't even close. Just need something with a similar hue. These are all so far off. Fuck it. Let's just go. Let's just go with this one. This is a total guessing game here. So it's gonna be darker, obviously. Oh shit! I got real good real quick. Damn, I might have just accidentally hit the nail on the head there. That's a first. It's never that easy. Well, you witnessed it, folks. First time ever. Took a total random stab in the dark and pretty much hit the nail on the head there. I think it might need a slight bit more color. Those are my NASCAR buddies. They're saying the Mustang room is up for the tri-oval. No can do, brothers. I'm streaming. I just ruined it. Okay, I think that's close enough. Alright. Got all my colors. Get rid of that. And now what I'm going to do is save. Buy that human dog bed for when my girl pisses me off, yeah. Even when she doesn't piss you off. Honestly, you'll want to sleep in that thing and then you'll piss her off for wanting to sleep in it. Babers. I like that. It's original. Yeah, the human dog bed, Phil. It's actually my wife's. She got it for a birthday present from a friend. She always wanted one, and I always refused to buy one because it's so big. It takes up so much space in the living room. I was like, I don't want the clutter. But I think I sleep on it more than she does. Sorry, I almost choked on a chip. I call my girl Babe. That way I don't call her the wrong name. Damn. It's messed up. Human dog bed link. Oh, honey, yeah, you can't post links. I gotta make you a moderator. So that you can post links. Honestly, I need to make a lot of people a moderator. Let's just do this right now. Where are you at, honey? There you are. Add as moderator. Should I make you a managing moderator? Let's go standard for now. The wife's a standard moderator, but AK and Slip are managing moderators. But hey, you can, honey, you can post links now. You have to be, I don't know why YouTube does that. You have to be a moderator to post links. Where's Phil in this at here? Let me add him in here. Add as a mod. What else did I see in here? I can't make everybody a mod, but like, I at least gotta make my family mods and make the people that have me as a mod, right? Gotta like return the mod favor. Alright, honey, now you can post that human dog bed link if you want. Let's see. Yeah, give your wife mod. Yep. Legendness. Yes, she is a legend. She's responsible. Well, her and my daughter are responsible for these team not sponsored buffalo chicken dip cups, scoops, whatever you want to call them. And that was my last one. I'm all out of them, but I'm full. I'm good. I don't need any more. Dang, Slip, I can't send a special message. AK, did you see my message on PSN? Yup, and I 100% agree. Uh-oh. I wonder what that was about. Even dog bed is goat. It is goated. Stop calling me honey in front. Oh boy, I can't wait. If this progresses, if this becomes like a thing, apparently it might. People are saying that I'm good at it or something. If this becomes like a thing, and I can get the what do you call them? The membership emojis. Oh boy, look out, Slip and AKG. Look out. All that BanCon shit. Yeah, that BanCon. Frickin'. We're gonna have some very special emojis for Slip and AKG. Very special. If I ever get to that point. Phil doesn't love me anymore. He said, I thought Phil said hello to you earlier. Was that, or was that Slip or somebody else? I just stopped driving. Good. Yeah, don't get in an accident watching my sorry ass. Oh, there's the link. Good. Okay. Oh, Chris Buchanan. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. This is my first stream. I'm supposed to be doing a livery, but I keep getting distracted by the chat. The chat's going so fast. I don't know how you guys keep up with this shit. But the ultimate goal, at this rate, it might take, I don't know, the length of a 24-hour endurance race to finish this livery, but we'll get it done. I'm not getting off of this rig until this livery is done. I might end the stream so I can get the thing done, but we're gonna get it done. Rati, I told you I wanted to spend. I did mention it to her. I mentioned it to Rati that I had a list of priorities for liveries, and I mentioned it in AK stream today too. I said, somebody else in the stream said, in AK stream said something about a livery, and I said, look, I got priorities. I got to finish this damn GRSY 100 livery, and then Portal. I think you were next on the list if I remember correctly. And then after that, it was I think it was retaliation. I think it was retaliation livery for LG. That damn son of a bitch. And yeah, where is LG anyways? Somebody call on like we got to get LG up in here because every time he does a stream, a livery making stream, I tune into his. Damn you, LG. All right, what else we got here? Okay, so I did say welcome, Chris. Okay. Sharing your stream on Discord. Oh boy, this could get out of control. Mary, honey, did you share this with the link with Mary and Mike and all them? Holy shit, we got Mary up in here. All right, okay, all right. Mary's a legend. Her boyfriend is a freaking legend. In fact, I think we're going to the water park with them tomorrow. Gonna drink some drinks and float around in a lazy river. Yeah, oh, yeah, I'm glad that Philness did that. Y'all, if you know each other and you know each other's channels, and if you're a mod, plug them into the chat so everybody can feed off everybody. Mary, by the way, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. All right, let's get back to this livery. The whole point of what I was doing here. So, okay, those of you that didn't see the Group 1 I did something a little different with the Group 2 in SX, but with the Group 1, I just made my own pattern and it was kind of chaotic. I'm going to try to follow that same process here. I don't know how this is going to work. We'll see. So all I did is I went to the faded teardrops, as I like to call them, like these guys, and I just kind of ran them as like streamers, somewhat overlapping with each other, in the different colors of the 1985 Taco Bell logo. So I'm going to try to do that again. It was a little different though on that Group 1 car because it followed the curve of like the cockpit bubble that's on top of those Le Mans cars. So I don't know how this is going to work. But let's just get started with a random shot in the dark here. And we'll start with the, we won't use the brown. We'll just go with the red to start with. So I'm gonna stretch this guy out. I know Philness loves to use the numbers. I like to use the controllers. I do use the numbers every once in a while though. And that's overlapping the end there, I think. No, it's not. Okay, we're good. So I'm trying to just create like a bunch of streamers here. Let's make this a little longer so that that part is all the way there. And let's follow the natural curves of the car. So you can see like, every car is different obviously, but like you can see the natural lines of the car, like this line right here where this panel meets up with this panel. I like to follow the natural lines of the car to make it look, I don't know, like it was meant to be, you know? Like it was put there from the factory. And I need to make this thinner because I'm going to have a lot of these. Okay. Let's just start with that. Let's add some angle there. And then let's duplicate and move. Overlap a little bit. Change color. Let's go with the orange. Duplicate and move. Overlap a little. Change color to the yellow. That's the wrong green. I need to make sure I remember that. Perfect. Let me get these colors here back up to the front. And this was the last yellow, so that's a good one. That green's bad. All these bad. Okay. So let's go yellow. Duplicate. Move it. And let's do green. That's the correct green. Duplicate. See, I'm just trying to kind of almost do like a rainbow striped pattern in the colors of the Taco Bell 1985 logo. Okay, what was that? Okay. And now see, it's getting offline a little bit, and that happens when you go around the curves of the car. Sometimes they won't line up how you want them to, so you have to kind of adjust your rotation a little. So let's adjust that rotation, bring it back up, overlap, put it to the right color here, orange. Duplicate, move, rotate a little bit. And I think I will do the brown actually, the maroon, whatever it is, burnt orange, red, brown, whatever. So here, duplicate that, bring it back over here. Like I said, this may look weird, and like totally not asymmetric, but if you've seen the livery from the other one, you'll get it. And when they're all on track, people are gonna be like, "Oh, look, he's got the similar style as that Group 1 car," and then they'll be like, "Oh, wait a minute, but he's also got the similar style as the Group 3 car." So that's what I'm going for here. It's gonna be wacky. It's not asymmetrical, which I normally don't do. This is, like I said, I'm trying this for the first time ever. If it sucks, I'll just make another one that's better. But I've already got enough invested in this that I'm gonna finish it no matter what. And if nobody likes it, I'll just go with something totally different, make a whole nother one. All right, now that's not really dark enough. I don't think I need to overlap all those. And let's bring this down to where it actually is on the pattern. So what I'm gonna do is just duplicate all of them since they're fades. If you duplicate fades, it just makes them a little bit less transparent, more opaque. Increases their opaqueness. You could do it with the numbers too. Like you could go in here and just go to like opacity. Actually, no, you couldn't do it this one because it's already at 100. So, where was it? Yeah, duplicate. Let's just makes them a little darker and makes the colors like trickle into the back a little bit better. Oh, look at that. That was a total guess and they did not overlap. Awesome. All right. Now, one thing I want to do, these louvers here. AKG, if you're still here, you know me and vent louvers. These aren't really louvers, these are just kind of like openings, but these little vent openings here, you know me, man. I love to do fades on these. They're very time consuming, but you'll see when I'm done, and I'll do one side first, and then I'll zoom out so you can see the side that's done and the side that's not done. And like when they're done, when everything's done, you won't notice it. You'll be like, oh, that's just the way that the light from whatever is hitting the car. But when you see them without the fades and you see them with the fades, you'll really see the detail it provides and the depth that it gives those vent louvers. Like there's depth here. You can see the ridges. You can see the 3D like depth there. But from up here, it just looks like flat openings. We're gonna change that. Now, I've never done it on this car. Let me save. Never done it on this car. So this is gonna be a little bit of a trial and error and just kind of painful process. But I have to do it. I mean, look at these fucking open vents, dude. Like, how can I not do it? These are the most beautiful open vents I've ever seen. So here we go. Grab a fade. I usually like to start with the 2-5, the lightest one. And I usually like to pick a dark color that's with the theme. Sometimes I'll just go black. Black usually looks pretty good. But if you want to make it pop, you can pick a color that goes with the theme. We'll try black just to see how it looks. So we'll go black. And now you can go in either direction here. And I'll explain what I mean by that. So you see how even just putting this fade right here on the white, it makes it look 3D. It almost makes it look like there's a vent right there. Like from a distance, it looks like there's an opening on the car there. So you can do these things to where it looks like it's open from that direction, or it looks like it's open from that direction. So like that would be a scoop, right? You'd be scooping air because it looks like the air would go in that vent. Whereas here, this would be like an exhaust port. So you can do it in either direction, just depends on what you're looking for. And then sometimes you don't get the choice. Sometimes the way that the vent is when you're trying to put the fade on there, it just doesn't work in some directions. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this look like an exhaust. So I'm going to go, first of all, I got to shorten this quite a bit. I'm going to go in this direction. And you want to line it up with the you want to line it up with the edge of the vent. Now this one's a little weird because it's not like a square vent. It's a weird polygonal shape. And so you see how like the shadow comes off at a different angle, whereas in reality the vent would come off from like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, straight back like this, right? But if you do that, you do it this way, The problem is because of the depth of the decal. You see what the problem you run into here? Like you get the shade higher up, but you don't get the shade on the bottom because of the angle of the edge of the vent. So the way you get around this is this is where your L1 button comes in handy. You take your L1 button and your left joystick and you bend it like this. So that way you get your vent pattern, or sorry, your fade pattern in the correct direction, but you also don't lose your you don't lose any of the actual fade. So now that fade has its shadow going in the right direction, and I also get the same quality of depth coming off the bottom of that vent. Now, if you duplicate it, you can get a better effect. If you want it to be like kind of look like there's more greasy, like kind of exhaust stain or whatever, if you like that. And like I said, you can change the color too. I kind of like that actually. I like the double decal on top of each other, and I like the black. It kind of makes it look like an exhaust stain, like it's kind of dirty. Yeah, I like that. But so now you see the difference, right? When you zoom out, the ones that don't have that and the one that does, look at how much like 3D effect and just detail it gives it just on that one. Now I'll do the rest of this side and then I'll zoom out again and you'll see that side compared to this side and how much better this side's gonna look. And this takes a lot of damn work. It's a lot of work. It's not easy. It's very time consuming. And you may say like, oh, why are you spending so much freaking time on something so small? Well, it's because I fucking want to, that's why. Because this is what I do. Now, not all of these vent openings are the same size, and they're not all quite at the same angle. So you might have to adjust after you duplicate slightly. But for the most part, you can duplicate, and they'll be just about right. Okay. Now, I see the angle here is a little different, so I got to adjust the angle. But then now I got to also bend my skew a little bit there. And this one's a little shorter too, so I gotta make it longer. When you make it longer, it messes up your skew, so you gotta redo it. Okay. That's pretty close, actually. I think my angle's a little off there. There we go. Okay. That's pretty good. Duplicate. And duplicate again, and then move. Same thing here. So again, a little bit longer. But now my angle's off, so I gotta make that angle more extreme. And this just takes a ton of practice. It's frustrating at first trying to get used to doing this. I gotta make this thinner too. It's frustrating getting used to this. But like I said, to me, it's earlier in the stream I said this is therapeutic, man. I come home from work, dealing with a bunch of fucking yahoos all day, goddamn Craig, and I drink a bunch of alcohol and I do this, and I love it. All right, duplicate. Sorry, I'll read the chat here in a second. I want to finish this row before I read the chat again. Which is like probably like some important question right now that I should be reading, and I'm not. Not too far with that one. There we go. Let's go down. There we go. Okay. Boom. Save. Anytime I do something that takes a little while to do, save. God forbid you lose it and have to do it all over again. Now just look at the difference here. Look at those vents compared to these. These have no life. There's no life in those damn vents, man. It's just lifeless openings in the car body. And here it's like, oh shit, man. It's like 3D. There's like exhaust burn stains on there and shit. Alright, let's catch up the chat. Also LG. Yeah, dude, LG, that I gotta say, when LG made that Audi R8 LMS Evo, whatever the hell that Group 3 car is, that livery for you, AKG, bro, that livery was fucking mint. You have a great streaming. Oh, all right, Portal. Sorry, I'm just now seeing you heading out. Movie time with the wife. Enjoy the movie. You're probably gone by now because I'm so late catching up on the chat. But if you're still there, what movie are you watching? Con, let's not talk about how much time you spent on. Oh, dude. Yeah. Philness. If you ever wanna if you ever have free time to just do something completely pointless, go into that livery that I made for you and just look at all the fucking vents. My God. I love doing it, man. Alright, let's see. LG, where is LG? Yeah, apparently 10 yeah, the Philness, it was about 10 hours. Now, it wasn't like a full 10 hours of just constant, like, I mean, there was a lot of times where I was getting up, going to the bathroom, you know, wife would come in, we'd have a chat, like, it wasn't a full, and it wasn't a straight 10 hours. It was over a couple of days or something like that. So, like, work time, it was probably like, I don't know, 7 or 8 hours, somewhere around there. Probably about 8 hours. Gorilla Fingers. Let me just do something real quick with Gorilla Finger. No, I'm just kidding. Fucking Gorilla Fingers. What is up? And yes, Gorilla Fingers, you can feel free to abuse me in my own stream chat. I won't take offense. I'm pretty thick-skinned. But I will say that all the mods are highly encouraged to put Gorilla Fingers in timeout whenever he says something mean to me. I still want to know who the fuck Gorilla Fingers actually is. Alright, so it's good. See, I gotta catch up here. The purpose of vents should tell you all you need to know. Yeah, the hood vents on the M6 are. Yeah, dude, so Rowicki, you do liveries? You know my pain with the vents, the struggle. I still do them though, even though it's fucking pain in the ass. I still do them all. Livery's fire. Yeah, you're talking about the Philness livery. Thanks. That's what you're talking about. There are a few 3-hour liveries I've done. Yeah, dude, Philness, when you're like, man, I don't spend more than an hour or two on the livery. I'm like, how? Dude, I don't know how you do it so fast. And it's not sloppy. It looks great. I don't know how the hell you do it so fast. I guess just practice. I don't know. That top looks fire. Does it? Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's weird with the two totally different patterns, totally different colors. Like, I get it because if you saw the Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3 liveries, it makes sense. But I think just somebody looking at this, somebody that's just looking at this like randomly, like when I share this on the livery marketplace or whatever you want to call it, people are gonna bash the hell of it, or just, well, they won't bash it, but they just won't say anything because they'll be like, what the hell is that crap? Why has it got two things going on at the same time? But whatever, it's not for them. I come in peace. Thanks, Gorilla. I appreciate that. Should have got Fernando in there. Son of a All right, wait. Slip's mod status is going away. Fucking Slip. Um, Imagine if Gorilla is Craig, bro. Nah, dude, Craig doesn't know how to YouTube. He's like 68 years old or something. Yes, Craig is dumb. I agree, Philness. Office Space, dude. Yes, I told you, AKG. My previous fucking position in the same building, one floor below, in a different office, we actually did TPS reports. And the guy that made the Office Space movie based it off his time working for the federal government for the Department of Defense. And they did TPS reports. It stands for Test Program Set. We did this shit all the time. Like, my previous office was literally the foundation of the movie Office Space. What did Craig do to you? Huh? I think I already covered that. Josh is my Craig. Oh, okay. I do my own liveries occasionally. All right. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look up your liveries. I don't know how to look them up. I guess search for whatever. Do you put like a search tag? Like I always put Contras on my search tag, and then the other two, it just kind of depends on. Like if I'm doing a livery for AKG, I'll put AKG5 as one of the search tags. I'll put Contras on there always. So if you ever want to find a livery that I've done, type in Contraus for that car. Respond to Craig, not at work today, homesick. Well, I can't do that because if he's messaging me on MS Teams, then obviously I'm on my work computer and we're not allowed to telework anymore. So, especially if you're sick, it's not an excuse. Like they'll allow it every once in a while for random shit, but it's very rare. It's because I've done like 500 liveries. Golly, dude. In just the past year? Holy shit. I don't even know how many I've done. It's not 500 though. I don't even know if it's 100. Maybe 60-ish, 70? I don't know, I'm just guessing. Definitely not 500. I mostly do one pattern for every car. Yeah, sometimes I've done work real wiki though. Like, depending on the car, you could have crazy ass curves or crazy zones or kind of dead spaces or in between spaces, like the Citron, fucking Citron. That, ugh. Or like the Ford GT Group 3 car, getting a decal underneath that overhang part where the light shines down on the body of the car. Man, that takes some serious finagling. It's painful. Let's see. This is hilarious. I'm glad I can provide some level of entertainment. The quote of the day: Craig doesn't know how to use. The guy doesn't know how to do anything technology wise. Like watching him fumble trying to get on an MS Teams meeting and trying to share his screen, bro, and his microphone, his laptop, which blocks his microphone, and he'll be like, "Can you all hear me?" No, you sound like you're fucking 9 miles down a damn hallway. Fucking Craig. Don't get me started on Craig again. Go all day about him. Okay, good. Go to his UT7 profile for Phil's gallery. Oh yeah. I need to. I need to go look at all that. I used to do Yes, Rowicki, the replicas, man. That's what I started. That's like literally what I started doing. I did the Calsonic Skyline because it was like nostalgic from Gran Turismo 1. I did the freaking Castrol Tom's Toyota Supra, but I did it on the what was it 2022 Supra, not a race car, just a regular one from Brand Central, whatever. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was doing replicas, man. I was like Googling every time I'd get a new car in the game when I was first starting to play the game. I'd be like, oh, well, there's got to be a replica livery for this thing, and I'd go like search the car name and find replica liveries. And dude, finding pictures on the internet was painful, painful. All right, there's a lot that is not shared in my gallery. Yeah, I got some. I got quite a few that aren't shared because they suck. I don't share the crappy ones. No, I'm just kidding. Conrich chat like Joe Biden. Yeah. Yeah, you know, AK, I don't have my fucking chat popping up on the damn screen like you do, you know. I'm not streaming straight from the PS5. Sorry, I've got the proper Streamlabs and capture card. Sorry you can't be like me. Yeah, that's kind of inconvenient. Yeah. Is that a stapler? Love you, Con, no Diddy. Do the exact same thing. They were pretty low quality. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know anything about fades or shading or any of that shit. It was literally just slapping stickers on a car, kind of like AKG's level of livery making. If you've ever watched him on his stream brag about some of his liveries that he's done, he'll zoom in on them, and really, it's just a bunch of it's like if a toddler got a sticker pack from like the grocery store because it was on sale for like 99 cents, and then they came home and slapped all those stickers on your refrigerator. That's kind of how the AKG liveries look. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. All right. Damn Karen need to work better. Yeah. Somebody accused me of being Karen. Was that today or yes? It was today actually. God, I was in the middle of hugging my girl and you made me. You piece of shit. She just called me a weirdo. Things I did include 908. Ooh, 908 HDI. And the RCZ. Oh. Jimmy Johnson livery on the Viper. Okay. Flying Lizard livery on the new Porsche. Dude, speaking of the new Porsche, I'm glad you mentioned that. And I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that's done this. I'm like 99% certain that nobody else has done this. If you go to the new Porsche, the Group 3 new Porsche, and go and search for Contras, you'll see a GRSY livery on it, but my GRSY is backwards. The mouth of the dinosaur is on the back of the car, and I made the tail lights its eyes. So everything's reversed, except for some of like the sponsors, like like the sponsors on the wing tips of the rear wing. Those are obviously in the same spots. Like sponsor locations are kind of similar, but yeah, the dinosaur's backwards. So when you're following that livery, the dinosaur's teeth is looking at you and its eyes. I don't think anybody's done that. It was a major pain in the ass. It took fucking forever. I don't recommend doing it. Let's see. The correct comeback would have been "fuck you, Logic." Yes. Yes, AKG does sound like Logic. Okay, now I'm caught up on the chat. Now I can get back to work here. So you get what I'm saying with events. So now I'm just going to duplicate all that to the other side, and it'll look better. I don't even know what am I on right now. I already did the overwrite. Okay, so now you just got to go, and this is kind of just the annoying, tedious process, but you're going to go to duplicate symmetrically, and then go over and up, duplicate symmetrically. And once you get used to the rhythm, you can kind of just go from muscle memory, get it done faster, and then boom. Now we've got detail on the vents. I might revisit these and like do more stuff with it, but for now, I think it's pretty good. Alright, and I'm gonna fuck with this vent right here for sure. That's that air scoop or whatever. There shall be detail there. 100%. As AK would say. 100%. Oh. And I'm just noticing something. I need to do that fade on the others. I don't know, unless I wrap that in carbon. I could be lazy and just wrap that in carbon. But I kind of think it needs to... Oh, what do you guys think? Somebody put in the chat. Actually, can I do a poll? How do I do that? Is there like a button in Streamlabs? How do you do a poll? There's got to be something up here in this little thing. Participants, timestamps, reactions. No. What is this? Enter your stream title. Nope. View your... Nope. So maybe it's not on here. Is it in YouTube? I guess it's in YouTube, huh? Let's see. Sorry, this is first time, so yeah, I don't see poll on here. I don't know how to do that. I'll figure it out later. I'll just ask. Um, so should I continue this fade bluish purple all the way down through this others zone, or should I leave it like it is and then just, I don't know, paint the other zone a color or do some kind of other pattern or wrap it in carbon? So the question is, continue the fade or don't continue the fade? Anybody? You gotta do you. Okay. My gut tells me to continue the fade. It's more painful, but we'll get her done. So that's what we're gonna do. I agree with Phil. All right, so it shouldn't be that bad, really. I need a 343 and a 103. 343 and 103. And I did it from the top, so I'm gonna line it with the same thing. 343, 103. 343 and 103. Oops, no. Oh, I didn't save it. 343, 103. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Okay. I am in the others, right? Am I not in the others? Yeah, I'm in the others. You just gotta rotate and move it, that's why. Yeah. And I need to change depth and angle. Okay, that's where that other fade ends, so my rotation's off. Maybe this is going to be a bit more challenging than I thought. I'll try align with camera. See if that helps. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Okay. Oh, plus there's two of them on top of there, so I need to double stack just to see if it lines up. Okay, now we're talking. So I just need to go a little bit further. How's it look over here? Yeah, that looks pretty decent. So I just need to get it to go a little bit further on this side. Okay. Didn't mess that up, did it? Oh, okay. There we go. Yes. Now we're cooking with fire. That one duplicate. Huh. Okay, well, since that's part of the solid part anyways, I can just do a patch. So we'll just throw a little patchy patch on here. Match the color. This is why color matching is important. Boom. Save. I think you need to use your lifeline calling it. Secretly she used it. I mean, You know, AK, she did definitely, she suggested the gold trim on the cart livery after I had done 99% of the work. Um, and I reluctantly did it, and then I was glad I did because it was kind of brilliant. I mean, it's not the first time she suggested something to me. She has suggested things to me in the past, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I do it, and I'm like, yeah, that was a good idea. So I'll give credit where credit is due. Spot on my tree. Yeah, she did. Yeah, yeah, because you were using that livery, and she blew up my spot today. Oh, dude, it looks so much better doing that corner. I'm glad Phil said, "Do you?" 100%. Look at that. And you know, dude, you know me, AK. I've got to do the exhausts, and you know what I mean by that. By that, no one else does, but I'll show you what I mean by that for everybody else. All right, so same thing over here. I guess I need to do the fade down on this others part. Um, so let's go find that one. Where is it? Right here. And it is 307 by 103. Excuse me, 307 by 103. Color. Alright, where's my... Oh, let's get some depth and some angle increase there. I kind of wish it didn't do it on the little winglets there. Little front wing spoiler thing, whatever that's called. But I'll fix that. I'll show you how I'm going to fix that. First, we need to get the fade on here correct. I feel like my angle is way off. Or my rotation, sorry. Where's it lining up here? Actually, okay, that's close. It's not 100% how I want it. In fact, the lines look way off. I don't know why. Okay, where'd it go? Yeah. Okay. I won't worry about the lines as much. I'll just try to match the colors. There we go. I think that's a... Oh, and also I forgot, I gotta double stack that. Yeah, that's why. So now if I double it... Yeah. Duh. God, stop being such a freaking livery noob. That's not right. It's gotta go further this way. Okay. Not a problem. There we go. Alright. I think that looks pretty good. Delete that one, duplicate, throw in a patch. I'm only going to patch this part because I'm going to cover up that winglet. Make sure that wraps all the way around. Okay, so now I'm going to make these winglets two different colors to go with the scheme of things. So I'm gonna do this one in like contrasting color to that brown. I don't know, not green. That wouldn't look good. Either the orange or the yellow. I think maybe even the red. Let's try the red. So the way you do this is pretty simple. You just look at where your zones are, and you just only put your decal on top of that part of the zone. Very, very simple. So I'm gonna throw in a little. You can try to like match the shape. It really doesn't matter if it's easy enough to just do it without matching the shape. You just need a decal big enough to cover without intruding on your the other part of your zone there. Okay. Wrap it a little bit there with the angle. And now let's try the red. Ooh. I kind of like that. Let's see. Holy shit, I missed a lot. Check that I can see how you do it live. Sadly, that's not on the other for this car, eh? What's not on the other for that car? Did I miss something? Shit, let me scroll back up. Why is it not scrolling? Oh, here. Oh, you're saying the gold. Sadly, the gold's not on. Is that what you're talking about? The body part on bumper. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, livery streams are fun because we can chat with you guys and do our thing without having to worry about crashing into a wall like AKG does all the time. The guy just reads chat and crashes. That's what he does. You should call it the chat reading crashing streams. Stop the music again. Yeah, Philness is excuse me. Philness is streams sometimes are late, pretty late. I can never get into the lobbies because it's so late for me. Oh, see you, Chris. Sorry, I just saw you said bye. No, probably not there anymore. Terrible. I keep missing people saying bye. Sunday mornings. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Philness. You do Saturdays sometimes too, don't you? Like Saturday mornings at like 10 a.m. Sometimes I feel like you just pop in randomly, like on a Saturday morning without telling nobody. So maybe it's Sunday mornings. For you. Yeah, just dude, AKG, you need to get in the damn discords, man, because he puts whenever he's about to stream, he posts it in the discords. That's how I find 99% of streams. I have like this plethora of Discord channels that I'm in, and I just get a notification on my phone when somebody's like live streaming, and Mustang, Philness, whatever, and I'll just click on the link and it just opens my YouTube app and boom, I'm in there. Oh, you're doing another co-op stream with Rusty, Illness? Sprint tournament. Okay, 10 a.m. Sunday. I'll have to get with the wife and see if I can partake in that. Yeah, Rusty's good peoples. Yeah, it is dedication, showing your friends attention. And dude, you call it out too when you do it. When you make a mistake or crash or whatever, you're like, I was reading the chat. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I get it. It's commendable. Even with Karen working. It's great. Well, it's because like I think Phil, don't most of your people join the horizontal stream? I don't ever join the vertical one. I like being able to see the wide view, you know. Oh, you stopped doing Saturdays now. Yeah. Speaking of Saturdays, tomorrow, what is it, 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern? can't remember. It's either 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern. We're doing a jackhammer race for the GRSY League 2 with the Mazda Spirit Racing Miata thing, whatever that thing is. AK is going to participate in that, and he's going to beat the shit out of me because I got P2 in the last race, and so I have to add 70 kilograms, I think it is, and subtract 4 horsepower from my car. So my car is going to be heavier and slower, and plus I'm not an A+ driver, so AK is going to kill me in that one. But it is what it is. I'll kill him on July 18th. Honey, if you're still listening, oh, you brought me. Yeah, that's right. My bad. Here, find it here. Let's put that there. Team not sponsored. Insulated koozie thing. Sorry, I'm like stealing Philness's thunder here. It just rolls off the tongue so well. Team not sponsored. If I can get it. There we go. Alright. 2 more. Yeah, wait. Oh, 2 more contestants needed for Sunday. Okay. Vertical is only for getting more views. Yeah. Isn't it like. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a niche thing right now, I think. There's not a whole lot of people that like to watch the verticals, but there are some. And so, even if you just get 2 more viewers out of it, if it's not painful to like do the horizontal and the vertical stream, then why not, you know? Streamlabs let you do it. Wait, Streamlabs let you do it for free? Because I swear when I started this live stream, it said something about like to do a double or like add an additional thing, you'd have to upgrade to some like pro version or some crap. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it from my laptop right now, and it's not the greatest. It works, but it ain't the greatest. So yeah, I'm liking that red. Let's try the other colors just to see for shits and giggles here. Let's go with like the yellow. Nah, not feeling the yellow. The orange doesn't pop enough. Yeah, I like the red. Sticking with the red. And then for this one, I'll just go ahead and, oh here, let's just duplicate that symmetrically and then change the color. And the only one I have for that, I don't have the chartreuse one yet, so I'll just go with placeholder there. Or whatever this color is, chartreuse or magenta or whatever that is. Okay. So that takes care of that. Now I need to continue, or I want to continue this pattern. Yeah, I think I need to do that. So what I'll do is I'll do it. I don't know. Yeah. Damn, that's gonna be painful. I gotta do it though. I gotta do it right. Okay, so let me do this. This one's gonna be easier, so I'll do this one first. Where was that? Body. Doesn't matter which one, but it's gonna be 22. Alright. Let's go to the hood. And let's add this bad boy here. It was the faded 2-drop. Since that's solid there, I'm going to just leave it solid. So let's go to solid. And it was 22. I just need to make it really long. maybe a little bit longer. And move up so we get the full thickness there. Yeah. And does that line up? No, not really. Let's go that way. There we go. Okay. That's going to be red. Duh, that's the next color of the rainbow. Let's not overlap it too much there. Alright. This one's going to be orange. Rotate a little bit so it's even. Boom. Duplicate. Change color to yellow. Rotate a little bit. Not hard to see. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. I did green? Yeah, I did green. Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking a lot. I'm just trying to concentrate here. Catch up on chat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can show me on Discord. Yeah, if you know a way to do, I mean, I'm probably not gonna like, I don't even know if I could do simultaneous vert and horizontal streams on my laptop. It might explode. But it would be interesting to know for sure. And for those wondering, am I going to continue this pattern down the front of the car? Well, yeah, it wouldn't be a conscious livery if I didn't. Of course I have to do that, because why? I don't know, sadist masochist thing. What is it? I'm a masochist. Somebody likes punishment. So yeah, of course I'm going to make it hard on myself. Okay. Did I already duplicate it? No. Go back to yellow. Okay. Ah, it's not really lining up the same because of the curve. Okay, that's not a problem. That's fine. I can fix that. Let's just make sure everything lines up. And if we have to overlap, we have to overlap. So be it. I should have been looking at that the whole time. So I don't know if you can tell what I'm talking about here, but like, I want the lines to look like it's one continuous line going through the windshield. And right now, the way they curve on this hood, because of just the curves of the car, they're not lining up like I want them. So I'm gonna have to rotate these things, and they may or may not like overlap each other a little bit because of that. But that's fine. It's not the end of the world that they overlap. It's better that they look straight. Let's see, what was it, this one? Yeah. It's gonna look better if it looks more continuous. So. Too much there. There we go. Go a little bit further with that one. That's better. Okay. Red. This This one shouldn't need too much adjusting, just a little. Projection camera. Oh. Let's see. Something spent some more time on it. Which one was that? Oh damn, I'm way behind on chat. Pattern style 2 is there for fades. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I showed AKG the Filness livery way early on. Had more work to do on it. The comment reads all day in constant. Yeah, I tried to feel like I tried to use your kind of style with it, but also kind of like put my spin on it. And I know I said it was going to be like a symphony of neon. Um, yeah, I said it was going to be a symphony of neon, and in the end, I don't think I put enough neon on there, like like to the Filness level. But I don't know, I was kind of happy with it at the end. Yeah, yeah, and when I did that, AKG, when you said almost released it and looked and seen something, it was a projection error on the, I believe it was on the back, and I hadn't noticed it before. It was like there's like a weird lip, not the actual rear wing, but there's like a lip spoiler underneath the rear wing on that car, and I had done a frame around that kind of like little cluster there in purple, and I hadn't realized the projection went through the car and was showing up on the top back part of the car, just beneath the rear window. And I was like, ah, I found it later, and I was like, son of a. At least I found it. Projection to camera. Okay, you're saying change the. Oh, so yeah, okay. You're saying for doing this, trying to line things up, go to here and just align with camera instead of surface. You know, that's a damn good idea. I should have done that to begin with. See, this is why Philness is the legend, and I'm a friggin' livery scrub. I mean, it's too late now after doing all that shit. I almost got it done now, but should have been doing that the whole time. I'll do it for the rest of them. what a what a scrub I am, livery scrub. It's good enough. But the next ones, I will definitely do that. So this guy, duplicate, and it's going to be orange, and not there, here. Yes. Yeah, I should have been doing this the whole time. Okay. And then duplicate red. This is almost going to end up kind of in a good position here. This one should already be aligned to camera because the last one was. So gonna have to overlap a bit here. Okay, I can dig it. Now I gotta do all that again down here. Twice. Not a problem though. It's easier from here on out. Okay. So let's save. Done this here. Get what it was. was yeah. I wonder would this be easier with a keyboard? Like doing the livery slip? Would the like the liveries be easier with a keyboard and mouse? I don't know, man. I kind of like the analog sticks. I think some things would probably be easier, like scrolling in and out with a mouse wheel, or although it's not really that hard on using R2 and L2. I don't know. I'm kind of used to the controller. So, yeah, I had that problem when doing decals on a wing. Yeah, so the art when it comes to art, it's being original in your style. It makes you up. Rusty, what is up, man? Hey, dude, thanks for the sub. Thanks for dropping in, man. Just telling us about Sunday. Yep, I'm excited to stop by and see you guys. Hope you're having a good night. Yeah, dude, Rusty's another freaking livery legend. Alright, so where am I at? Body? Yeah, I need to be on body. And I need to go over the top of everything, and we're just going to use the old teardrop. I gotta be careful here because I can't extend this one too long, so I'm gonna just reverse it. That way I can get the... I could just use this stripe at this point, because I want it to be straight anyways. Honestly, let's just do that. Use the old striper. And we want to align with camera. And... Oh, I want to go... Oh, wrong button. And now all I gotta do is just kind of match up the width. Because it's not going to be 22 like the previous thing. It's going to be a little bit different because I'm using a different decal. Gotta be careful with that. Not all widths are equal. Not all widths are created equal. That actually almost goes right over the toe strap. It'd be nice if I could get it to go right directly over it, but not going to let me. Not going to line up if I do that. It's alright. Alright, get on there. Okay. Duplicate red. We're gonna haul ass through this. Try to anyway. The trick is to try and line. You know, this one's got to be a little bit wider. There we go. Damn, it's hard to get it just right. There we go. And the next one's going to be orange. This one's going to be thinner because of the overlaps previously. It's fine. Not a big deal. Alright. Next one's going to be yellow. That one lines up pretty good. Close enough for girl I'd go with. Green. Yeah, there we go. So you get that little corner of that piece of see right there, that corner. Gotta get that little piece. Alright, duplicate, yellow. I need to make it a little bit longer. Okay. Oh, I got a little bit of a gap there. Let's go. Good. Alright, duplicate orange. A little bit longer. Bring it over. This one's going to be a lot thinner. This is clearly a very tedious process. So if you're wondering why it takes me forever to do a livery, it's because of this right here, this kind of thing. Trying to make everything line up perfectly. No gaps, no errors in projections, all that stuff. Save often. Yeah, dude, Philness, definitely keep doing livery streams. Your livery streams are 100% better than mine, I'm sure. This is trippy liveries, the freaking weaponized. Yeah, we didn't finish, but Contras has been on this longer. Yeah. Dude, it takes me forever to do a livery. I'm just slow. So happy Contras is stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. A decal a week. It's not that bad. I mean, I'm just trying to line up things in a weird, crooked, you know, curved texture, or curved surface way. Like, it is what it is. Yeah. I think this type of stream is a big hit. I don't know, man. A chill and vibe, yeah, true. If you want to just sit down, drink, chill, whatever, have the stream on the side, do a livery your damn self, stuff like this, I think could be, I don't know about a huge hit, but there might be a niche market for my type of livery streams where I'm like super slow and deliberate and drinking at the same time. But people have been telling me, yeah, people love to watch the creative process, especially people who are trying to learn, man. Like that's why I love watching yours and Philness's and even LG's. I've been jumping on LG's livery making streams because I'm always trying to learn a new technique somewhere. Like the whole typing in the manual numbers for the size, doing the direct inputs. I've never even noticed that that was an option on the little side menu. Never saw that I could press triangle until I saw a Philness stream and he was typing in the numbers. I'm like, wait a minute, how the fuck is he typing in numbers? Where did he type in the numbers? I had to rewind the stream to see where it was even on that menu, and I'm like, wait, you can press triangle there? Never noticed it. Let's see, make these streams more popular. It's good for you. Yeah, yep. Those Italian stripes looking great. Yeah, crazy ass damn stripes. Because you're a perfectionist, yeah. I thrive on the tedium over design. Yeah, yep. I love when I can just get in the zone and just chill and just freaking do the livery making process. The weaponized liveries are crazy. I don't even like. I've never tried one. I'm kind of scared to try one. I feel like it would be really hard, and I probably wouldn't do it justice. It would take a lot of practice. This is from the decals used for some. Yeah, I think you've used all the weaponized decals, Rusty. There's probably you're gonna have to create some yourself. This guy, it's your first stream. You have 6 people chilling watching. Yeah, where do I see that? I can't, unless I open my YouTube app or something. I don't see, like Streamlabs doesn't tell me anything like that. Oh no, it does. It says, yeah, up here, 8 viewers, 7 viewers. I just lost one. It happens. Layers and transparency are where I'm at. Yes, I've recently kind of started messing with the opacity of standard decals. I think Philness is kind of an expert at that, like just layering things with using the opacity and transparency. I'm not. Yes, opacity is a key component of it. I'm new with that. I'm good with the fades. I'm good with just the tediousness of like details and stuff, but like I haven't dived really head first into the opacity thing. Opacity, however you say it. But I will get there, little by little, learning every day. All right, where were we? We did orange. Now we need a red. Duplicate red. Why is it not? Click on it to move it. And I can make this a tad bit wider. There we go. That's pretty lined up. Nope, down here is a gap. And brown. Make that a little bit wider. I feel like sometimes when I'm like doing this detail stuff, I start talking like freaking Bob Ross. Like, here's a couple pretty little trees, just some cute little birds. Ooh, I like how that, dude, I love how that stripe right there fades into the dark part of the fade and just disappears. Look at that, dude. That was totally unintentional. But I love how I love how it just worked. That right there is gangsta. Part of livery making is just luck. You start out with an idea, you start doing something, you start slapping things together, and just things just work sometimes. That is gangster how that just worked. All right. I don't even think I need to add that to the down here. Maybe I should, just for completeness. Yeah, it's the right thing to do. It's part of the fade, it's part of the body of the car. I didn't make it separate, so it's the right thing to do. It's on other. Let's see what we got here. He has 12 likes. Not, dude, yeah, 12 likes. I'm surprised I had freaking 12 comments. Well, part of that, though, is, or 99% of that is probably because you guys were all sharing links and stuff. I mean, hell, we had Mary jump in here, my sister-in-law jumped in here, my kid, my wife, and then sharing the link to everybody in the Discords. Like, that's 100%, 100% where this comes from. I have to turn the viewer count off because it shows it non-stop numbers drop or rise, and I don't like. Yeah, I can see how like seeing the number drop would be discouraging. So it's good to just not even look at it. I agree. Yep. First stream is doing great, Rati. I had months of streaming before I got over 5 likes and 20 views. He's killing it. Dude, thanks guys. I mean shit. You got, like I said, you guys are the reason. Practice with a bright color. Yeah, how's it? Speaking of bright color, is the lighting okay? Because now the daylight's gone outside. I don't have any light coming through the window. Is the camera like bright enough? I guess it is, huh? Practice with bright color changing paint. Dude, the color changing paints, man, I like them, but I don't know, man. Like, I've done a couple liveries with the color shifts, and I just feel like it's just hard. It's hard to work on a color shift. I almost feel like you need to have like the base layer be a color shift, but then you have some kind of stenciled pattern that just drapes over the whole car, and only like slices or notches out of that pattern, that stencil pattern, reveal the color shift. So it almost looks like the base of the car is like a solid color, and the color shift parts are the pattern decals that you put on there. I feel like, to me, that's the ideal way to use color shift. It's just really friggin' hard to do that. Can't watch Bob Ross anymore after what. Wait, about the royalties. Worked for his estate. Oh, what happened? I didn't even hear about that. Pro yet Rati, not mad about that either. Dude, AKG's been growing fast as hell. His streams are becoming more and more popular like every day. And he doesn't even have a camera, and he's got a shitty mic, and he's not even going through Streamlabs. He's just like straight up going from the PS5, and he's killing it. Yeah, and he's not in the Discords either. Not really. Dude, the Discords are huge. Discords are huge for spreading the word, sharing your live streams, putting the links in there, posting pictures. Like, dude, like all of my liveries that I do, I blast them throughout all the livery channels in everybody's Discord. People are probably sick of seeing them because you know, if anybody's in the same Discords that I'm in, they see my liveries like 10 or 12 different times, the same livery post over and over again. Camera's fine, but you can always get ring light. Yeah, again, this is a very. I mean, I got the capture card. My wife got it for me for like, I don't know, 20 bucks or something, 20, 30 bucks. I got the hub to plug all the other stuff in, and I already had the HDMI cables. What else? Oh, the Logitech camera. The wife got me that for my birthday. But yeah, this is a very primitive setup. I have the camera sitting on the top of the laptop monitor, so if I were to like close the laptop, the camera would fall off. It's just kind of sitting there. Let's see, any weed liveries using green color shifts? Yeah, I saw that. I think your 155 had a green color shift on it. Your Alpha 155. Opacity is great for color shift. Yeah, I could see how that. Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought of that. Put a color shift on there and then slap a decal with opacity, and then that color shift will shine through the decal. That's not a bad. Once again, this is what I was talking about. I'm always learning. Not without you guys, Con. Yeah, well, Slip Slip got me into the AK streams and just went from there. You got to click like there's a lot of good streamers there. Shit, look at Rory. Rory's got ridiculous amounts of viewers. I don't click with Rory. Like, you got to click with the streamer, otherwise, you know, there's no point. You're not going to want to watch him. Try to link everyone. Yeah, yeah, that's key. Linking everybody's YouTubes in the chat. There's plenty of internet space. There's plenty of streaming space for everybody. So there's no need to like be the have the crab. Not that anybody, I haven't seen anybody do this, but I'm just saying, like, there's no need to have a crab mentality of like, oh, I'm not sharing that guy's YouTube channel link in my chat. Like, nah, dude, everybody can grow. We'd all grow together. We could make this community massive. AK's Discord around when I enter. Yeah. It all started when Slip found me, yeah. Yeah. Slip found you, sent you over to GRSY. Just went from there. Alright. Let's see. Got caught up on the chat. Now what was it doing? Other, that's right. I gotta do this. This should be quick, this part. I say should, probably won't be. Let's just go with the same stripy stripe over here. What am I doing? Brown. Let's align with the camera. Don't need like a huge amount of angle and depth, but whatever, we'll just max it out. The angle anyways. Alright. Let's move this bad boy over. Honestly, I really only need to line up the left side. I can just overlap. Let's just do that. I should have been doing that the whole damn time. Let's line up the left. Boom. Orange. Line up the left and overlap it. God, why was I not doing that on the upper ones? It would have been way easier. Oh yeah. Just when I think I know what I'm doing, I do noob shit. It takes me longer. But whatever. At least I can say that I put in the work to do it right. Okay, green. Hard to tell with that one. Oh, you're bringing the... I don't know where you're gonna put that thing. But thanks for bringing it. My wife's trying to hook up a ring light for me. Honestly, I don't even know if I need it. Like, this camera is pretty bright, honestly. Okay, orange. Ooh, that's really bright. That's like blinding. Does it dim at all, that light? That ring light? What do you guys think? Is that bright? Or is that too bright? Is that okay? Rati is the GOAT, yes. Yes, Rati is the GOAT. Jackhammer. Dude, Jackhammer is freaking amazing, dude. I love his liveries because, like, everything is so symmetrical and freaking just sharp and straight and aesthetically pleasing and clean. Like, Jackhammer's liveries are so clean. I mean, I don't really notice too much difference, honestly, with the O-ring light. I mean, it's way down there on the floor, so I don't know how much it's doing. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. Go back to that other color. The previous. Yeah. There you go. I think that one looks good. Yeah. I must have missed a. I was told not to share links from a streamer before, and I ended up not touching their channel. Yeah, dude, Philness, somebody told you not to share links? Bro. I would have been like, bye, Felicia. I bet you Rory would probably say that. Sorry, I'm bashing Rory. This Lambo's fire makes me want to design a white Lambo. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm not even halfway done with this thing. There's so much more work that's got to go into this. The greasy themes at the liveries. For the greasy events, yeah. Yeah, dude, like, AK, you got lucky. Well, I don't want to. I'm gonna say you got lucky. You got a good team because you got good, like in terms of like deliveries, you got good, clean, greasy teeny or whatever they're calling it, liveries from Jackhammer. Don't get me wrong, all the other ones are good. In fact, I think Pat's freaking Castrol liveries look straight out of a freaking Castrol race. He made them look like straight, like realistic Castrol liveries. I'm worried about tomorrow. I'm gonna suck in. Yeah, dude, I haven't even practiced. I gotta add weight and subtract horsepower. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm gonna suck tomorrow. Dude, yeah, Rusty, about Bobby. Is he? What's the update on Bobby Vegas? Is he doing better? Yeah, but 20 Yeah, not everyone gets the treatment, Phil. Like, I got made fun of a little bit from some of the grease group, particularly Hippie. I'll call him out because he called me AK's. What he's like? What are you AKG's manager? Because I was doing so many liveries for AKG and dropping his streaming links in discords and I'll take that accusation, but I did it because I believe, like, when I saw AKG start streaming, I was like, okay, number one, I love the guy, the sense of humor, the fact that he's constantly reading the chat, interacting with the people, and that's one of the reasons why I like Greasy so much is he interacts with all of his people that are viewing his stream. Philness, um, but like I don't know, I saw AK stream and I'm like, dude, I like this guy, and he was new. He had no liveries. He was using some ugly ass damn fugly livery on one of the cars he was using. I was like, bro, do you not have somebody to make liveries for you? Where'd you get that livery? Don't tell me you made that. Um, Turns out he did. No, I'm just kidding. No, but he was like, oh, I just downloaded it. I don't know. I don't have any liveries really. I was like, bro, I'll help you out. So yeah, that's where it all started because I couldn't stand to see a good streamer not have somebody supporting him with some liveries and pushing the streams via discords and whatnot. I was like, man, we gotta fix this. We gotta get this guy. We gotta get this guy set up. So that's the story behind that. I don't even know if you're gonna see this brown at all. Once I move it over here, probably not at all. But that's fine. It just works right into the fade. Look at that. That's I'm tickled to death how that worked out. The simple things in life. Let's overwrite that. Okay. Obviously, there'll be a lot more going on here on the side. Haven't figured out what I want to do on the sides here, but we'll definitely hook something up there. But I think the overall main pattern of that side of the car, i.e., the stripes, is done. Now, this side shouldn't be quite as bad, I don't think. So I need to try and match, not necessarily the size of that. I need to try and match the zigzag, the way that the zigzag goes. Like this, it goes this way, then down, then this way, then down. I need to match that zigzag, which should be easier than the stripes, because the stripes, there's only one way to match it. It's got to be perfectly aligned. So let's see if we can do this. Did I already overwrite that? Doesn't hurt to do it again. Alright. Let's go to... Now this is the trick, is that that's going to end up halfway on the hood, on the bonnet, and halfway on the regular body, and then some of it on the spoiler too. Yikes. This should be fun. Let me get a size reference, just so I know what I'm working with here. We are 257 long, 111 It is long, right? Yeah, 257 long, 111. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be, I should do the hood first. Yeah. 257 and 111. 257. Doing this right? Yeah. Where the hell did it go? Okay. Oh. So. I need to check something. Which exact sticker was it? What was that one? Oh, I know why. Duh. Flip. Flip. Duh. Golly. What a freaking noob. Such an amateur. Yeah, because that lines up with that. Okay. Alright, let's see. Just kind of get an idea for how this is going to look. Oh, this might be more complicated than I thought. But we'll get through it together. Okay. It might work out. Let's see. I'll do them one by one, just so if I get to some point where it looks like shit, I can, yeah. That's not what I want. I want that thin part to look like it's continuous. Let me go back to... Nah, that ain't gonna work. Okay. Right. I was invited to buy vitamin to the GRSY League 2. Yeah. I was made me a caster for my 135. 100%. Bobby's live. Oh shit. Sounds better than he has in a couple weeks. That's good. All that stuff is lore. That's good. I would tune into him right now, but my laptop would explode if I tried to open Chrome browsers and watch my own stream. I have it on my phone with my screen off and the sound off, so that if I need to like make somebody a mod or do something like that, I can. I try to log into the YouTube chat on the Streamlabs. It tries to take me to the website and then it just comes up blank. I can't get it to do anything. I unsubbed, but I got over it. I'm back in the con fan. You unsubbed to me? How dare you? Son of a bitch. Stripes look fantastic. Thank you, Phil. See, AKG. This is how someone nice and supportive and constructive. This is how you're supposed to comment. Stripes look fantastic. See? Go see, when did Ozzy make that for you recently? No, about 6 months ago. That's what did the money. Oh. My phone con rechat older. Give myself a view. Yeah. Yeah, my phone is like way over here though. It's like so far to my right on this table that I don't really have anywhere to put it. Like I wish I could set it up here right behind my steering wheel or something so it's just in my face all the time. But I can't do that. Hey Rob, what's up, man? Rob Contras like dropped from work. Damn. Subbed, best wishes. Damn, are you on the East Coast? Are you working at, what is it, 9? Is it 9:20 already? Holy crap, I'm never gonna finish this livery. Eventually, I gotta end this stream so I can get this livery done. But I don't know. Maybe I'll keep plugging away. I really want to get this part done. It's bothering me. I need to mirror this thing, is what I need to do. I need to mirror it over here. And the way that I have to do that is I put it on this way. So I need to put it on this way. That's what I tried to do and it didn't line up right. Let me try again. One. Yes. And it was like 111 and 257. Doesn't have to be exact. Okay. Yeah, so let's try like that. Let's get it to where it's not gonna go. Yeah. Let's try that. Somewhere in there is that cutoff point where the flat part meets up with the other part of the decal. Okay, let's give that a shot. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Perfect. Okay. Place. 2. Place. 3. Place. 4. Where's it at? 4. Okay. I'm kind of seeing it. 5. And 6. Okay. Now I'm kind of seeing it. Now when I continue that down here, that should work out. That is 111, 257. Got it. Body. I need to align with camera. I forgot to do that, but whatever. It looked alright. Align with camera. This is going to be the tricky part. Trying to line it up. Gotta find a part that matches. Okay, I see that part right there. Okay, that thing looks like kind of like a dragon's face. I need to get that dragon's face up here to where that part sits. Okay, boom. It's almost there, not quite. There. There. Now that should, theoretically, line up. Alright, let's just try it. Go down to 2. 3. 4. Does look like it's lining up, so that's good. 6. That's the problem with these layered ones, man. If you don't have the base, all they give you is the actual layers and no base, then you can't line anything up. You have to just gamble on it and hope that it works. Alright, let me save before I even look at it, just in case it's good. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of liking it. And yeah. Part of me wishes that I would have like angled the whole entire pattern a little bit more in line with the stripes, because like the stripes come down closer to this center point. Like you got what, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches there, whereas this one is like way far away. So part of me wishes I would have angled that a little bit more straight, but I kind of dig. I mean, the whole thing's asymmetrical anyways, so I'm okay with it. I'm 100% okay with that. This is gonna be tricky though, getting that decal to line up right here on that bottom rim, and definitely now I want to make that little front winglet the magenta color. I can do that later. But the next thing is to match all 6 of those layers down on that little base plate front lip spoiler. So that's what we're going to do next. I already know it's 111, 257. Alright. Let's do it. Other. Definitely will want to align with camera on this one. It's going to be hard to see. Okay. Boom. Sorry, let me catch up on chat. Amazing stream, Con. Thank you. Appreciate it. If you're in the stream, you can't work on livery anymore. You're good. Just don't reach out in the in the corners. In the corners of the livery making. Rusty or underbreaking. And if you're on a straight, look and look back, look and look back. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Dude, you know what I saw? And honestly, she's probably still streaming. Did you guys check in on Wrench Wench's 24-hour Nurburg that she's doing with Sparks and Hoggy and all them? Like, she would wait till she got to the long straight at the end of the green hell, and then she would just hit the pause button. Because it's so freaking long. I mean, you've got at least a few seconds where she would hit the pause button, and then she would stand up and stretch, or she would, you know, read the chat, or hell, she even stood up and ate something at one time, came back, sat back down, and had like a mouthful of food. Like, it's brilliant, you know, because a lot of people try to do it where they line it up with their pit stops, but Wrench Wench was doing it on the long straight. She was just hitting pause, because, you know, like, the computer is going to drive you slow as hell around the turns, but if you're on a straight, it's just going to go as fast as it can go on the straight, so you don't lose any time. Pretty brilliant. I've never seen anybody do that. It's a Florida Gator. think it looks fucking sick. Alright, back to what I was doing. Let's go with the inputs here. 111. I think it was 257. Let's align the camera. I gotta figure out where the hell it is. Oh, it's way up there. Okay. Let's try to line this up. I can only do it once I see it blink. Okay, I think I see that pattern. That pattern needs to go. This is really hard. Oh, there's the dragon head that goes up there. And my angle's a little off. That's pretty close. It ain't gonna be perfect because of the way it stretches, but that's pretty close as long as it matches up down here, and it does. Dude, that's almost a perfect freaking match. Hell yes. Okay, cool. Now that I got that, the rest is easy. So duplicate. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. How to go? 3, 4, 5. Save. Sip like Lost Urge. Oh, Phil, leaving? Dude, good call, AKG. See, this is why the PSN chat is so important. Thanks, Phil, for tuning in, dude. Especially, like, as long as you did on your drive home and everything, dude. That is awesome. It was a joy hanging. Yeah, it was a joy having you in the chat, having you in the stream. I appreciate you. My first stream ever, and I got some Philness support. Freaking legend. Rusty support, AKG support, all you guys. Slip. Freaking Rob. Like, there's so many damn people. I can't remember everybody. Chris Buchanan. Like, man. Unbelievable. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on working on this livery. You know, you guys don't feel obligated, but I will have to finish this livery tonight, whether I do it on stream or not. It's gonna be finished. I'm gonna keep on going. Next thing I'm gonna do is get this magenta color here, because I want to finish that front winglet thing, whatever you call that. So I'm gonna just drop a little square in the middle of this bell. This is the one color I didn't match yet. And let's go. This is like the one chartreuse type color in the whole freaking palette, I think. Oh wait, there's one over here. That's not even close though. Nah. I think the other one's closer. Wait, what is this one? Nope. Yeah, that one's got the right hue. All I gotta do is change the darkness on this one. So let's go up here. And let's give it full color. Nope, too much color. Back over here. I think it's got a little more purple in it, to be honest. So I need to move this. Yeah, and now let's just go a little darker here. Ooh, there we go. Now we're on the right track. Okay, I think I'm getting close on that, but now I need to get the hue just a little bit more towards the purple side. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, we're right there. I mean, you can see the line, but it's like really, really close. I could try to get it a little bit better on the darkness here and the amount of color, the saturation. Let's see. Oh, alright. Yeah, the square just disappeared, basically. Close enough. I'm happy. And now, let me make sure I shuffle all my colors so I don't lose them, because this blue one's almost gone. Let's get that to the front. Get this green to the front. Yellow, orange, red, maroon. There we go. Alright. Perfect. Alright. Now I've got my color. I can go back to the other. Skirt around over here to this winglet thingamabobber. Oh wait, I already have it on here, so let's just move it. Let's move it to the top. And let's change the color. Boom. Dude, I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Oh, look at that shit. It's like a battle of two liveries going on. I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. And I'm only doing it because it's greasy. If it was AKG, I'd be like, nah, fuck that, bro. You get a regular symmetrical livery because it's AKG. No. Oh, Rusty, you're out too? Alright, man. We gotta get some practice in. Yeah, I should get some practice in, but I'm not going to. Appreciate AKG the heads up there on the PSN chat. I caught it just before you sent the chat, but close enough. Yeah, close enough for government work. Dude, look at the front of this thing though. Is that not ridiculous? How it's like the battle of two liveries. We're gonna go ham on like the sponsors and decals and stuff. And you know that I've got a plan for these little these push button hood openings. Because I love it when they allow me to color those things. A lot of times they don't. They don't let you freaking do anything to them. There's two there, and I think is there a couple on the back? Where did I see? I thought I saw a couple more somewhere. Oh, right here, yeah. So there's one there. There's one over there. You know, those shall be colored to make them pop, because that's what we do. In fact, I'll do that next. Let's go ahead and knock it out. And is that on body? What is that on? Well, that's gonna be body too. Yep, okay. Now these are a little tricky, especially because they're not separated from the rest of the body too. So, the way that I do these, when it's like this, where it's not separated, is you can try like some of these oval things. I feel like when I try that, I usually end up having to do like 50 of the damn things. So I'm just going to start with a circle on the big side. And you also want to make sure you do your angle to the max so that it gets in the grooves between the body and the actual push button. Otherwise you'll get these weird jagged unaliased edges. Anybody that knows anything about aliasing in terms of computer graphics, you'll know what that means. So now obviously, like, once I get it right to where I want it on the edge there, I gotta flatten this circle out a little bit, turn it into more of an oval. And in doing that, you kind of lose detail close to where the end of the circle is. So you can kind of mash it back down to regain its shape to fill in those areas where it's just right. You don't want to go over the edge. See how I went over the edge? There's a little bit of spillage of white there. And the reason why I'm even using white right now is so that I can see that spillage where the edges are not just right. See, now I got rid of that spillage, and now that I've got it where I want it, I can change the color. And I think on this one, because it's already sitting on top of red, orange, yellow. Should I go brown there? Let's see. Oh, actually the brown allows me to see that I'm not good on the edges there. But I do kind of like, I don't know, should I go brown or green? Let's try green. I don't know. Do something more than decorate your car. Dr. Skittles. That's gotta be my brother-in-law. Manti, that's the whole point of this stream. The whole point of this stream is the livery making process and how tedious it can be, and just kind of informing people and just kind of hanging out and chilling and consuming a large amount of alcohol. Speaking of that, it's time for the next surge. And the more buzzed I get, the slower I get at completing liveries. Manti. Skittles. Bye, Felicia. Well, I at least appreciate my brother-in-law, Doc Skittles, for dropping in. He's more of the active gamer type, not so keen on the livery making process. So I don't know. I'm not 100% feeling the green. I think the brown's a little better there. We're gonna stick with that. Yep. Okay, now same thing on the other part of it. You see where I'm going with this? Duplicate, move it, shrink it down to size, flatten it a little bit so that it fills all the gaps at that end. You may say, well, what the hell are you going to do about those little triangle parts? Well, I'll show you. Just make sure that it's filled in there all the way. It's a little bit overhanging on that right side. Thin that out. Okay. Yep, we fill it in the gaps there. I'm even going to get a little more crazy with this after. I'll show you. You'll see. You'll see. So that's good. Let's leave that. And then, this is the easy part here, honestly. Because it's just a straight line on that side. You really don't have to try and match that triangle shape. You can literally just take a little square. Fill in that gap. Change your projection to where it fills all the angles in. Boom. Duplicate. Move to the other side. This is why my liveries take so long. The tediousness. And now I've got a perfectly filled push button for the hood. That's not the end of it though. But I am going to save. Tedious. I save it. Alright. Back to the hood. And now we're going to put... You'll see this on some of the default Gran Turismo 7 liveries that PD's done, and I kind of like it. It's like one of the few things that they do with their liveries that I like. I'm going to just go to racing decals and grab, ooh, the yellow one. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that because you can't change the color. I'm going to go make, or find my own. If you ever want a good arrow, just go to toe, search for toe. You can find all kinds of cool arrows. This one's kind of cool. Let's use that one. So I'm going to put this little arrow here. It's a pretty little arrow. I kind of like that fluorescent green actually. I might leave it, but for now I'm going to put it as one of the... Let's go green. Doesn't really stand out very much, but maybe yellow. Yeah, I can dig it. I'll change it later if I need to. But beauty of doing it once, when you've got another one on the other side, duplicate symmetrical, baby. Duplicate symmetrical. Now sometimes, dude, it doesn't line up perfectly symmetrical because PD's retarded with their freaking. That one did. That one lined up good. Okay, so good. Then just change the colors. So we're gonna go back to this part, and I think I'm gonna make this. So I got a couple of colors to work with. I got the dark purplish blue. I've got the aqua colored teal, purplish or yellow or blue, whatever. Let's see. Doc, I will fire come the blue from the left side for the arrow. Oh yeah, yeah. So you're saying on this one right here, do oh, you're saying the blue from the 90 side as the arrow on the 85 side. Is that what you're saying? That's not a bad idea. It crosses over the two, but it's not a bad idea. It kind of blends the two. I like where you're going with that. Maybe we shall do that. Yeah, okay, so for now, let me do. Yep, hell yeah, okay. For now, let me do the base of this one. And let me go back to this one. Now, were you saying this blue or the turquoise one? I think the turquoise one would be better because it'd pop. I don't have that one up here though. I gotta create it. So let me do that real quick. And maybe I could do the yellow though on this one, which is already on there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Alright, let me create that color. I think this one was easy when I did it on the Mazda RX Vision. Wait, no. Preset. Let's get this color. I think it was almost like basically the default color if I remember. This one. Yeah. Boom. I can kind of see the outline of the square, but it's like I think I can fix that real quick. Let's just do that. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Alright. Let me get all my colors back to the front. About to lose my orange. Yep. Almost lost my orange and my red. Damn. Running out of colors. Okay. Yeah, these two are junk. Cool. Alright, delete that. And this guy, let's make it the turquoise. I like it. Yeah, I like it. Honestly, I'm almost kind of tempted to make the base color instead of brown there, make it like the. Let me see. Maybe you've already suggested it. I think turquoise. Yeah, which I did. Yeah. Sorry, hooked on phonics didn't work for me. Man, what about? Dude, do you think I should take this base brown here on this one and actually make it the base blue for this one? Like literally just take this whole entire scheme and put it on this button. I could do that. Let's try it. Let's see what it looks like. So where the brown is, like that, the base blue. This is why it takes me forever to do a livery, because I will sit here and play with shit like this fucking all night long. But now this makes me want to make this guy. No, that doesn't stand out enough. It's hard to see. Back to this guy. But now, this guy, make this one brown. Or hell, maybe even like the red. Let's try the brown first. Yeah, dude. What do you think? Yeah, you like the idea? Or that purple, pink, purple pink. The purple pink like as the arrow on this one? You like the brown over here on this one? Yeah. The brown just pops against that white and it makes the yellow arrow stand out. And you can definitely see that this scheme vibes with this whole corner of the car. And this scheme on this button pops or vibes with this whole side of the car. I tried to do like the pink on the arrow, but I felt like it was hard to see. The blue one, the turquoise one stands out more. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, dude, loving it. It's crazy. See, this is the thing. Like, most people would just overlook this. Most people that I'm not like bashing other livery makers, but there is, people got a time crunch, man. These things take time, right? And not everybody has time to just sit here on liveries all day. People got to race, people got to work, people got to do shit. Take care of kids, dogs, chickens. If you got 10 chickens in your backyard that got some kind of fungus on their ass, yeah, that shit too. But but like if I have the time, it's Friday night. I'm just chilling. If I have the time to do something like that, those little details matter. Same thing with these vents back here, man. Those little details to me, they matter. They just make it that much better. So, got that. I'm gonna do something similar over here on these guys. So, unfortunately, because that was on the hood, and because this is on body, I'm gonna have to recreate those things from scratch. Because PD did not allow us to duplicate decals between different zones, which blows my freaking mind because it seems like that would be so damn easy to do it. But they didn't do that, so I gotta recreate it. Not a problem though. Not a problem. Alright, circle. And I'm gonna go ahead and make this the color that I want it to be in. It's easier to see. Get that angle in there. And this needs to be shallower. I don't like how that's spilling over there. Is that because of the depth? No, has nothing to do with depth. Okay, maybe it's the... Nope. That's weird. I'm gonna just have to align the camera and see if that fixes it. Son of a... Why is it spilling over? I don't understand. I'm nowhere near the edge. Okay, I can fix it though. That's an easy fix. So I'll go ahead and fill that out. I need it to be. And then I will just come over on top of that. Just a little square. Yeah, let's go white. Don't gotta be much. Why is it not? This is like this happens, man. This is one of those things where it just will not fill over a certain area. Let me line of camera, change depth. That's just one of those PD things, man. Frickin' PD. That's gonna bother me. PD! Why must you do that? Alright, let's try to... Oh, man. You gotta be kidding me. It won't let me cover that. I don't know what's going on there. Let me see if I can do it from the side. Because it is kind of on the side. Change the camera alignment. Yeah, let's leave that the same. Nope. I'm calling that okay. Morning's race, yep. So TC, my friend, Rusty, you're still there. Yep. Con, I'll be looking forward to seeing the finished product. Yep. Fire stream, all your liveries need to be streamed. I kind of agree, but the problem with it is that I already take forever to do a livery, and so streaming them, having to read the chat and just try to focus on this and the camera, it is a lot more time consuming. But maybe not every livery, but like, you know, I don't know, one out of every few. Maybe I'll stream it. But this is a good first experience, good practice, you know, good test stream. So, but I think I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna keep working on this livery. I think I'm gonna end the stream. And it's okay. The more experiences, the better. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'll get better and better. I'll figure out like maybe I can figure out ways to make the livery making process a little more streamlined and faster, like Phil and Rusty and pretty much everybody else. I'm way too much of a perfectionist, and I just always want to do too much. So, or just maybe split it into separate sessions, different streams or something. I'll figure it out. Good start though. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Tuned in, everybody that liked the video, everybody that subbed. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I'll tell you off stream. So, yeah, I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate you freaking sticking with me for this long, man. Love you, man. No diddy. No diddy. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the stream there, and anybody that wants to see the finished product, it'll be all over the Discords. And Greasy Sam Squanch will be racing this car July 18th. If you want to watch that and see in action. I'm trying to do justice. I've been a Greasy Sam Squanch fan for a long time, so I'm trying to make this livery super unique and super badass, and hope he likes it. So, thanks, Slip. Appreciate it, man. Dude, I couldn't be doing this without your help, Slip. You don't help me get all this shit set up. I had no clue what I was doing. I was like, Slip, I can't plug in a cable to this thing. So, appreciate it, man. Appreciate your help with Streamlabs. Alright, well, I don't even know how to end this stream. What a noob. First stream's like hours long, and I don't even know how to end the thing. There's a little button here that says end stream. I guess that's just the blunt way of doing it. I don't have a fancy, I don't have like credits roll in or none of that shit. It's just gonna be a kind of thing. Alright. Love you guys. Peace. I'm gonna finish this livery. Till next time. F4. Alt F4. Fucker. Alright.